We've all been there. The moment you realize the smell might be you. Stress sweat, long day sweat, it's hot outside sweat, they all give the same impression. According to the Cleveland Clinic, bathing once a day and applying deodorant consistently goes a long way. Bathing regularly doesn't only help with the smell, but it helps with your confidence and overall well-being. When you bathe, you remove the odor-causing bacteria on your skin. Don't be the smell, bathe well. Take care of your body odor and use proper hygiene.
Axis Seed Red Barn is your locally owned and operated Axis Seed independent regional company, using local data to bring you top-performing seed, fertility, and biological products, tested and proven to perform right here in Western Kansas. Axis Seed, your farm and your future. That's our focus.
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet and GMC dealership in Scott City.
BBN is sponsored by Vogelmore Family Farms, Western State Bank, Scott Co-op, Scott County Hospital, Chaplain Real Estate, State Farm, White's Food Liner, Backyard Blooms and Garden Center,
I'm David Post, and I live right here in Scott City. I'm proud to help my neighbors protect their homes, farms, and businesses, because this is my community too. At Iron Insurance Partners, we're here for you on game day and every day, helping you protect what matters most, because your hometown is our hometown. Give us a call or stop by today.
NextTech Wireless has been offering superior coverage to Kansans for close to 20 years. My, how things have changed, bringing us to modern technology we trust and depend on. Rain or shine, wind or snow, we'll be there, because we live here too. We're investing in our communities and connecting Kansans. It's not a gimmick, it's our guarantee.
Scheduled for the 16th of January, but the wind decided it wanted to affect things, and so postponed it here to today. So here we are 13 days later getting this game in with Scott City and Colby. So I actually have a correction on a record, and it'll be pretty significant. Colby is actually 7-6 on the year now. They learned today that Life Prep had to forfeit their games, so that makes a pretty big change in the sub-state standings a little bit, or it could eventually here. Also, Goodland, who played Colby in the championship game, has a forfeit victory as well, and so Goodland is now 12-4. That would actually vault them into fifth place in the regional standings, and Colby will stay in the number 10 spot even at 7-6. So that's a little bit of a change right there because of forfeiture by Life Prep that was in the topside tip-off in Goodland. They were a very good team, but I guess they had an ineligible player, so that changes things there for the record. As I mentioned, Colby now 7-6 on the year. All right, let's talk about this game here tonight, and with the Lady Eagles and the Lady Beavers. And for the girls here in this series, it's been a very one-sided affair. Colby has owned this series quite a bit, 63-18 since 1980. But Scott City had a stretch there in the late 20-teens that they were pretty good in this series, won a whole bunch in a row. And now Colby's kind of swung the pendulum back in their way. They've won 8 straight, 10 on the last 11. Last Scott City win came in 2021, right before Christmas break, 42-38. Scott City has been close a couple of times up in Colby, and a couple of times here couple of the games last year, they were a 6-point game at Colby, a 2-point game here. And so let's see if that changes here. Coming up here tonight, Scott City maybe gets on the other side of that. But the Lady Beavers will be without Kaylee Felker for a second straight game. And hopefully get her back maybe later this week or next week. Or tomorrow or next week. But we'll see about that. Scott City did miss her in the lineup the other night, but it'll be Valeria Castile getting the start for her once again here tonight. The Lady Eagles this year, of course, Scott City alum Yancey Walker, the head coach for the Lady Eagles, and took them to a 4th-place finish in Class 3A last year. This year, they're a team that lost a lot. Their only returning starter was Shaylee Holzmeister, and she's their leading scorer right around 10 a game and 8.4 rebounds. She had 25 points of their 36 at Garden City on Tuesday night. And then they also can get good contributions from Harper Vaughn and Sadie Cheney. Vaughn, a 5'7 junior, averages 5 a game. Sadie Cheney, a 5'9 senior, just one of 2 seniors in the lineup. Holzmeister and Cheney for Colby. But she averages around 4 points a game. They're still pretty young on the bench. They're going to be without a couple of their bench players tonight because of some injuries. We'll see if they do come back or not eventually here. But it should be an interesting matchup. This is a team that has had victories over Ulysses twice this year. They actually lost to Ulysses one time. That was in the topside tip-off where they were very sick that week. And some of their kids were not playing, had a hard time playing because of the sickness. Also, they defeated Norton, Cimarron, Larned, Goodland. That was a low-scoring affair, 23-20. And then Ulysses. Their losses aren't bad losses. Boyd, a good team. Garden City, a pretty good team. They beat Topeka Seaman earlier today, the Garden City girls. Concordia, a pretty tough team. Hoxie, a very good team. Holcomb, a pretty good team. And, of course, Live Prep, that's been their losses. Scott City looking to kind of bounce back and put that in the rearview mirror from Tuesday night in their loss to the Goodland Cowgirls. And game where they were really never a part of. That big run in the late first, early second quarter was huge for Goodland. Turned it kind of a 13-8 game into a 30-8 game in the second quarter. Scott City the other night was led by Peyton Gentry's 8 points, and then she averages 10 a game. Piper Fox had 5 points, had to work for that as you see teams really key in on her. And she averages 12.8 and 5.7 boards a game, and rightfully so, the teams would key in on her. But also, just as one of those nights where Scott City just turned the ball over and over, and Goodland couldn't miss from 3. And it was one of their nights. They had a season-high 8 threes there. As they're introducing some of the future Scott City basketball players here as they get basketballs and with one of the high school players there. And so that's a pretty cool deal to see. And so we're making that introduction of all the young, the future Lady Beaver basketball players, of course, with the high school players as well here as they get introduced right before the starting lineups here tonight as well here. So Scott City tonight, of course, here with Colby. They go down to Hugoton tomorrow night to take on the Eagles. It'll be the first meeting between the Beavers and Eagles this year. And then Tuesday, it's back to Holcomb. The next home game for Scott City will be next Friday night. It'll be against the Ulysses Tigers for the second and final meeting of the season. And so that's kind of how that is working here. As they continue to run through those. So once again, tomorrow at Hugoton, Tuesday at Holcomb, next Friday back home against Ulysses. And then it's Monday, Tuesday. It's that Friday, Monday, Tuesday. And so that's kind of the way things look for the schedule. That Monday, the 9th of February, it'll be at Hoxhead, a make-up game from January 9th, and then Tuesday the 10th here at home against Larned. And Scott City doesn't have a home game on Friday the 13th. So, and also here tonight, we're in a different spot up top here, kind of toward the south part of it, which is all right. It's a different view of the game here. That'll be kind of neat. The pep band is also in a different spot. They moved from the southwest corner to the northeast side. They'll be right by the student section. And so let's go ahead and take a 90-second break. We'll come back with your starters, keys of the game, and the tip-off. This is Beaver basketball.
The dedicated team at Norder Supply is passionate about assisting our customers in achieving maximum net return per acre. That is how we define our success. Through unparalleled agronomic advice and best-in-class customer service, you can depend on us to do what is best for your operation. Ask them today about their spot-on service and how it can fill your needs. Norder Supply. Plain talk, exceptional results.
God, someone just sent me a friend request.
Do you know them?
No, it looks real, and they sent me a link.
According to the FBI, there are 859,000 complaints a year about internet crime. From these crimes, over $66 billion are lost. This is a 33% increase from 2023. A way to prevent internet crime is to choose strong passwords and two-step authorization. People would like to know about cyber safety to protect their kids from cyberbullying and identity fraud. If you get hacked, contact the police.
Since 1950, Pioneer Communications has been right here in Western Kansas connecting your community. We're more than an internet company. We're your neighbors, your friends, your local business partner. For 75 years, we've been dedicated to delivering the experience you deserve, providing high-speed internet, reliable connections, and unwavering support for families, schools, and business. Wherever life leads you, Pioneer Communications, where connection counts, being local makes a difference, and community comes first.
100,000 marine animals dead. 171 trillion pieces of plastic in ocean waters. All because of us. According to the United Nations Environment Program, an equivalent of 2,000 garbage trucks full of plastic are dumped into the world's waters each day. In 2018, microplastics were found in the organs of more than 144 aquatic species. This could cause them starvation and death. Visit oceancleanup.com to learn how to help our marine life.
Beavers, Scott City, coached by Justin Frone, his second season, assisted by, once again, Trisha Good and Matt Fox. It'll be Peyton Gentry, the 5'9 junior, at 10.4 points a game. Also, 5.3 rebounds a contest. Piper Fox, a 6' senior, 12.8 points and 5.7 rebounds a game. Valeria Castile is a 5'5 senior, 3.8 points, 3.4 rebounds a contest. Krista Irvin, the 5'6 senior at 6.4 points, 3.5 rebounds. And Lily Leitner, a 5'10 junior at 6.7 and 5 boards a game. Peyton Gentry, Piper Fox, Valeria Castillo, Krista Irvin, and Lily Leitner. Your starting five tonight for the Lady Beavers of Scott City, looking to get to 6 wins on the season here. Once again, your starters tonight presented by Security State Bank. And we'll have your keys to the game here presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout, where you go with the proven winner when it comes to insurance. They score big with their policy holders. Keys tonight for Scott City, I think the first key has to be attack Colby. I think that's the first big key. They got to come out with the fire and aggression to begin this ball game. Second key tonight for Scott City, don't force things. I think that's been their struggle as of late. They've been trying to force things where it's tough to fit something in. You know, you can't put a square peg in a round hole. That's kind of the idea there. Keys to the game tonight presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout. Scott City tonight will be wearing those home white uniforms for a second straight game with the navy blue numbers and letters and a lighter blue trim. Colby wearing the the road orange uniforms. They have black numbers and letters and white trim. It'll be Shaylee Holzmeister, Piper Fox set to tip center. The officials Whitney Blevins, J.W. Finn, and Corey Williams. The ball is in the air, and Scott City will win the tap, and we're underway here in our girls' game tonight. Colby will set up, looks like in a kind of a zone defense, it looks like. Castile with it up top to Krista Irvin. 25 to shoot, right side to Irvin from Gentry. Puts it on the floor. Losing it as Irvin picks it back up now up top to Piper Fox. Man-to-man defense actually for Colby now. 13 to shoot. Gentry with it up top, looking to drive and cut off by Vaughn. Now Irvin sees an alley, drives left side, pulls up, knocks it down, and good start for Scott City. 2-0 Lady Beaver lead here with 7:25 to go first half as they apply a little full court pressure, just token full court pressure. But Colby on the other end shot. Oh, a foul on Piper Fox. Boy, it looked clean. Official says otherwise. No, correction, Lily Leitner with the foul, her first, the ball game's first foul. Looked pretty good, but official said maybe a little wrist in there. And 2 free throws coming up here for the senior Holzmeister, 5'8" senior. She's been on the varsity for a long time. And that one will rim around and drop in for Holzmeister as Colby is on the board. 2-1 Lady Beavers lead. 7:18 to go here in the opening period. Second charity toss coming. And that one too strong. Castile couldn't get it in the hands of Colby, and they'll reset here with the basketball. That was Maddie McCarty who picked it up. Underneath the Holzmeister, high off the glass, and Colby with a 3-point trip, and they lead at 3-2. 7:05 to go first quarter. So offensive board turns into points for the Lady Eagles, and Scott City now finds themselves down 1 here in the first minute of the ball game. With it is Fox up top to Irvin. They're working around perimeter left side. To Castillo, back up top it'll go. Left to Castillo, there's 13 to shoot, so Scott City's been forced into some long possessions. Gentry will take it right side, cut off, and now Irvin right wing with 6. Double team now to Gentry with 3, with 2. Castillo, and we're going to get a 3-second lane violation and 1 second on the shot clock. And that'll be turnover number 1 on Scott City. So we've seen Scott City really have a hard time finding an opening here so far. And Colby does hang their hat on defense. They're a very good defensive team. And it's 3-2 Colby, 90 seconds into this ball game, and Piper Fox steals the bounce pass, and she will stop at the foul line, hold it now left side to Valeria Castillo, back into Fox faces, drives in, trying to go around Holzmeister, a lot of contact, but they're going to call her for a walk, and that'll be back-to-back Scott City turnovers. With 6:18 to go first quarter. 3-2 Colby leads, and the basketball into the front court. Harper Vaughn just across, and goes right side to Emily Flanagan. Now right side over for Colby. That was McCarty. Now into Cheney, goes right wing. Bounce pass Flanagan in. It goes. Stuffed that time by Fox, and Cheney with the rebound. Another opportunity here for Colby. 10 to shoot. Of course, the second offensive opportunity. No, Piper Fox got a little too excited there and commits the foul. That's her first, and Scott City already with 2 team fouls with 5:51 to go in the opening period. 3-2 lead for the Lady Eagles as they'll have a new shot clock. Will inbound underneath their own basket. Vaughn to do the honors. Will throw it up top to Maddie McCarty. McCarty goes right side to Emily Flanagan. Flanagan will go up top now to Shaylee Holzmeister, holds it. She'll put it on the floor, guarded by Peyton Gentry now to McCarty. McCarty goes right side with the pass to Sadie Cheney. Cheney, guarded by Lily Leitner, will try to drive to the foul line, lobs it left side to McCarty. Now McCarty will drive the left baseline, cut off immediately by Gentry, 15 to shoot. Scott City playing good man-to-man defense. Now Holzmeister drives in, and she'll commit draw a foul on Chris Irvin. That's her first. Already 3 fouls on Scott City. No fouls yet on Colby, and 2 free throws coming up for the 5'8" senior Shaylee Holzmeister. Holzmeister already 1 of 2 at the line. Had Colby's points and has all 4 of them now. 4-0 run. 5:27 to go first quarter. Another one coming here. Second charity toss for the Southpaw. Holzmeister rattles home. 5-2, 5-0 run for Colby. 5:27 to work first quarter. The front court, Peyton Gentry almost carries it as she drives. Now pass behind Irvin, and Scott City with their 3rd consecutive turnover. And all of a sudden, it feels like a little deja vu all over again for Scott City. They scored on their opening possession, but now they've had 3 consecutive turnovers, a 3-second lane violation, and just a couple of bad passes. Then Colby with an unforced error. Holzmeister didn't take the heater that time, and turnover number 2 on Colby. 5-2 Lady Eagles, 5:10 to go first quarter. Scott City back with the basketball as they move from left to right. Irvin into the front court. She'll be guarded by Flanagan. Goes right side of the pass to Gentry up top. Leitner into Fox. Post up, goes to her left. goes around Cheney and scores it. Lays it up on the left side. Her first two, 5-4. 4:50 to work first quarter, and a nice answer back for Scott City. They apply a little pressure. Colby breaks it. 2-on-1 number. Stop and pop three. Blocked by Leitner and into the hands of Peyton Gentry. Scott City wants to run. That was put up by Harper Vaughn. They're down 1. 4:40 to go first quarter. Up top with it here is Valeria Castillo. Now to Peyton Gentry. Goes right with the pass to Irvin. Trying to get it into Fox. Battling underneath there with Cheney, but now bounce pass back up. Castillo was open, but quickly guarded by Colby. 15 to shoot. Nice cut. Here's Leitner. Bank shot. Good and one. They're going to get a hack that time on Holzmeister. That'll be a first in the ballgame's first foul on Colby. And Scott City with 4 in a row to take a 6-5 lead at the 4:22 mark of the first quarter. As in will be Kinley Hickey, the 5'3 freshman, in for the first time to replace Krista Irvin. So Leitner with 2. She'll head to the line where she is a 44% free throw shooter on the year. And they're going to wave that off as she went over the lane. And so lane violation remains 6-5. Unfortunately, she had the lane violation because she made the shot. We're near the midway mark of this first quarter. Vaughn goes left with the pass to Holzmeister. Now trapped right at half court, and we're going to get a tie-up. Good defense by Castile as Holzmeister brought the ball down right around her waist, and it'll still remain Colby Eagle basketball at the 4:14 mark of the first period. 6-5, Scott City back up by a point. Colby back with the basketball. Lady Beavers set up with a 3-2 defense. Right side over to Maddie McCarty. Gets almost stripped by Hickey, and it is stolen away. Turnover number 3 on the Lady Eagles. Scott City up by 1, midway mark first quarter. Gentry directs traffic in the front court here. Guarded by Emily Flanagan. Goes left with the pass to Valeria Castillo. Castillo holds it. 5 count on her, but we got a foul away from the ball underneath. A push. Fox hit the deck as her and C.D. Genie kind of collide. Cheney will get whistled for the foul, her first, team second. Irvin back in to replace Castillo. In for Colby will be Fia Tubbs, a 5'6 sophomore, and exiting will be Cheney. New 35 to shoot for Scott on the shot clock, for Scott City. Just past the midway mark of this first quarter. Up top, Peyton Gentry holds it. Now back to Kinley Hickey left side. She had a career-high 6 points on 2 threes on Tuesday night against Goodland. Now Gentry drives right side, flips it behind her to Fox. 20 to shoot, plenty of time on the clock. Left side, he goes up top here to Irvin to the left lane. Now and got a whistle and a travel. Turnover number 4 on Scott City. 3:31 here in the opening stanza. Still 6-5 for Scott City. Zvon will inbound it in. The youngest of the siblings for Colby. Brother is going to go to Western Illinois for basketball. He's still at Pratt JUCO, and Scott City forces another turnover. Stolen another steal by Hickey. 3 in a row on the turnovers for Colby. They have 4 as we hit the 3-minute mark of the opening frame. 6-5 your score. Gentry with it outside. She'll drive right baseline. She drives in. Are they going to get that on Holzmeister? Yeah, they will. That's her second foul. That's a big foul. Team's third with 3:05 to go first quarter. She'll have to exit. Colby brings in Sadie Cheney. Payson Campbell in for Scott City. She'll be in to replace Lily Leitner. So Scott City with a 6-5 lead. Colby's lone scorer. Nice cut off the inbounds and a bank shot for Piper Fox on the left side. She has 4. And it's a 6-0 Lady Beaver run, up 8-5 at the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. So it's Colby's only scorer of the night so far on the bench with 2 fouls, and Colby almost throws it away. Vaughn with it up top, goes left to Cheney. Now nice cut back door. Layup is good underneath for Fia Tubbs, her first basket, and it's 8-7 with 2:41 to go first quarter as that ends the Scott City 6-0 run. Up top, here's Piper Fox guarded tightly by Tubbs. Right side to Gentry, got it stripped out of her hands by Flanagan. Now she'll drive in and gets it stripped again by Flanagan, but then goes up and rims out. Campbell couldn't get the ball, and it's into the hands of Harper Vaughn. Good look that time by Gentry, but couldn't finish. 2:20 to go first quarter, and Colby, as they were going out of bounds, Maddie McCarty, flies out there and saves the possession. She knocks it off of Irvin, and back in for Scott City is Maggie Heineman, and she will replace Kinley Hickey. Also, Valeria Castillo returns to the Scott City lineup for Peyton Gentry. 2:15 to work first quarter, 25 to shoot for Colby. Scott City with an 8-7 lead. Emily Flanagan up top with it. Right side to Maddie McCarty, back up top to Flanagan. She's trying to direct traffic, 15 to shoot. The foul line, it goes to Harper Vaughn. Left wing now to Fia Tubbs, back up top. It'll go to Flanagan now to Vaughn. She'll drive the left elbow, 7 to shoot. And she's going to be called for a walk. And that's going to be turnover number 5 on Colby. Just under 2 minutes to go in the opening stanza. 8-7 lead for Scott City in the ball back as Colby applies some full court pressure. Inbounded in to Piper Fox. Now back to Valeria Castillo. Castillo looking to take it around McCarty as she does in the front court. We're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Justin Froh. With 1:50 to go first quarter, it is Scott City 8, Colby 7. Basketball tonight presented here by Winterland Farms, Wilkins Physical Therapy, White's Food Liner, Wheatland Electric, Western State Bank, Western Kansas Insurance Service, also Volgamore Family Farms, Turner Sheet Metal, True North Cattle Cafe, True North Cattle Company, Trophy Wine and Spirits. 8-7 lead here for Scott City. 1:50 to go in the opening frame. Turnovers have plagued both teams. Scott City have 4 turnovers. Colby now has 5. Lady Beavers have actually gotten some pretty high percentage shots. They're 4 of 5 in this first quarter, 0 of 1 at the line. Colby is 3 of 4 at the line, and they are 2 of 4 from the field. But turnovers have been a story here in this first quarter for both teams. A lot of travels called. 8-7 your score. Fox sees an alley. She'll drive left baseline. Cut off now. Valeria Castillo top to Chris Irvin. She'll pull it back out with 20 to shoot now. Left side to Castillo. Looking for a cutter. She'll just step to the left wing and fire a 3. Bounces off. Rebound to Harper Vaughn for Colby, who records her second rebound. Scott City only 1 rebound here in this first quarter. The teams have shot the ball pretty well. Lady Eagles with the ball under 90 seconds to go first quarter, down 1. Up top, Harper Vaughn high. Bounce passes the foul line to Maddie McCarty. McCarty bounces it over left side to Fia Tubbs. Now skips it over right corner. Now up top to Vaughn. Looking to backside and finds Cheney off the glass. That one crawls up, but the rebound to Tubbs. And she'll go up and score it. And there is a foul. She did score. Yep, it is 9-8. And now Piper Fox has 2 fouls. Team foul number 4, but Scott City getting outmanned on the boards. So Tubbs with 4 points and a couple of rebounds as Lily Leitner in for Piper Fox. And she couldn't believe the foul. And they say she got her with a push. 4 in a row for Colby, trying to take the lead back by 2. They will not. Campbell couldn't get the rebound. Colby with another offensive rebound, their 5th of the quarter. That was McCarty who got it, and a 3 is launched and hit by Vaughn. They make it a 5-point trip and have a 12-8 lead on a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes. 50 seconds to go first quarter. That's how important rebounding is, and Scott City has not done a good job of it at all. They've been out-rebounded 7-1 in this first quarter. 44 seconds to go. Krista Irvin with it. She needs help as she uses upper dribble. Now finds Valeria Castillo. Goes left out high to Heineman, left side to Pace, and Campbell around the perimeter. Scott City needs a little urgency, 10 to shoot. Right side to Irvin. She'll drive the right baseline and float her up and crawls out. Leitner right there for the board. She'll go up and miss it short, and the rebound to Vaughn. Couple of good looks that time for Scott City. A good putback attempt by Leitner, but Scott City unable to hit him. Colby will go for the final shot of the first quarter, up 4, 12-8 on a 7-0 run. McCarty right wing, guarded now tightly by Castillo, finds Fia Tubbs out high. They're working around the perimeter left side to Vaughn. She'll drive the left baseline, pull up over Campbell, too strong. Another offensive board almost by Colby as the first quarter horn sounds before the rebound was secured. We've played 8 minutes. Colby with a 12-8 lead on Scott City. We'll be back in a minute for the second quarter of play. This is Beaver Basketball.
Is it time to change up your ride? Maybe it's time to head to J&R Car and Truck Center in Scott City, where they offer a wide selection of new and used vehicles. Not only do they offer great deals, but they also deliver with unmatched services after the sale. In the back, the service department at J&R Car and Truck Center can take care of all makes and models. So if you're needing a Chevrolet, GMC, or a quality used vehicle, see why J&R Car and Truck Center has been the trusted name in Western Kansas. Make the drive today and save. View their inventory online at jrcarandtruck.com.
Fairley Feed Yard in Scott City takes pride in being part of Kansas's cattle feeding industry and is constantly aware of the specific needs of today's cattlemen. You can expect the best at Fairley Feed Yard, located 7 miles south and 6 miles west of Scott City. They believe in the importance of feed and ration preparation, health programs, death loss management, and overall handling of your feeder cattle. Fairley Feed Yard supports the area activities and youth of Western Kansas. Make Fairley Feed Yard your custom cattle feeder. That's Fairley Feed Yard of Scott City.
12-8, Colby leads it after one. The Lady Beavers shot 4 of 8 in that first quarter. Colby was 4 of 7, but they out-rebounded Scott City 8-2 in that first quarter of play. And most of Colby's points came on second-chance trips. Here's Fox back in there with 2 fouls, also guarded by Holzmeister, who has 2 fouls. Kinley Hickey will try a 3 up top, and she swishes it home. She has 3 threes in the last 2 games for Scott City, and it's a 1-point game. Early stages of the second quarter, 12-11. Lady Beavers with their first 3 of the night. They're 0 of 1 at the line. Colby 3 of 5. First 30 seconds of the second quarter, Piper Fox led Scott City with 4 points. Shaylee Holzmeister led Colby with 5. They try to get it in there, and Scott City collapses on the defense, forces turnover number 6 on the Lady Eagles. Gentry into the front court with it. Scott City looking to retake the lead. They led 8-5 before a 7-0 Colby run in the last 2:41 of the opening period. Scott City went nearly 4 minutes without a basket in the first half. Gentry up top now to Castillo, back to Gentry. Plenty of time to shoot, 15 on the shot clock. Gentry drives the right baseline runner just outside the lane, is good with a little contact. Her first basket, a 5-0 run, and just like that, Scott City back on top, 13-12. 6:48 to go first half. 5-0 run here to begin the second quarter for Scott City. We've had 4 lead changes in this first half and 1 tie. Vaughn guarded tightly by Hickey. Up top, it'll go to Fia Tubbs. Now left wing to Emily Flanagan. And it goes to Sadie Cheney over. Outstretched Leitner, no good. Rebound Scott City with it. They have the ball in a 1-point lead. And now Scott City throws it away. Turnover number 5 on the Lady Beavers. 6:19 to go first half. It's 13-12 Scott City. Emily Flanagan will walk it across. Yeah, up to Harper Vaughn, left corner it goes. Here's a 3 launched by Flanagan. Way strong. Kinley Hickey on the backside with the rebound. Scott City already with 2 rebounds in the first 2 minutes of this period. After not having won the entire first, or only had 2 rebounds the entire first quarter. Fox hit the deck that time and is back up. Goes left to Kinley Hickey. Her and Genie kind of fighting for position. Underneath Gentry, the left corner 3-way, strong. And underneath Harper Vaughn collects her 4th rebound for Colby. 13-12. We've been stuck there for a minute. Colby on about a 3-minute scoring drought now. 5.5 to go first half. Left side, here's Flanagan. And now 3 launched by Holzmeister, too strong. And the rebound tracked down by Hickey in the corner. Saves it to Peyton Gentry. And we're going to get a full timeout taken by Coach Justin Froh in Scott City. We'll take it as well. 5:23 to go, second quarter. It's Scott City 13, Colby 12. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Lady Beaver basketball.
Are you struggling with low energy or just not feeling like yourself?
Check out Axis Seed Red Barn and see how different we are. As a locally owned independent regional company, we tailor the seed, fertility, and biological products we offer to your farm. Through the Max Yield system, we recommend locally tested solutions because your farm is more local than any set of data from anywhere else. Axis Seed Red Barn. Your farm, your future. That's our focus.
My head is starting to hurt really bad.
Just take a break.
I'll just study for 1 more hour. According to the World Health Organization, 27% of teenagers in the United States suffer from school-related burnout. To put it into perspective, that's the entire junior class at Scott Community High School. The most common symptom of burnout is exhaustion, no matter how much rest you get. Please message the crisis text line at 741-741.
5:23 to go, second quarter. Scott City's ball out of the timeout. It is 13-12 Scott City. As it is Chris Irvin inbounding it into Peyton Gentry. Also Kinley Hickey, Piper Fox, Lily Leitner back in, are also in there for Scott City. Irvin might take this one all the way. She stops. Now got a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. Traveling, they say. And turnover out of a timeout is kind of a frustrating thing there. And Scott City commits turnover number 6. 5:12 to go second quarter. Colby with the ball back down by 1, 13-12. Via Tubbs holds it in the backcourt. She had 4 in a row for the Lady Eagles in that first quarter when Holzmeister was on the bench with 2 fouls. Holzmeister now with the ball left side up top to Emily Flanagan. Pulls it out right side to McCarty, Ball deflected and almost stolen away and now Scott City has it. And we're going to get a tie-up, and that's going to stay Colby's ball as the teams will trade turnovers. Scott City and Colby now with 7 turnovers apiece there. Coach Justin Froh probably wanted to call a timeout, but he's already burned 2 of them. Payson Campbell back in the lineup. And in for Lily Leitner. Looks like Peyton Gentry exits. Also in there, you have Piper Fox. Valeria Castile back in. Kinley Hickey remains on the court. 4:40 to go first half. McCarty with it. 20 to shoot. Skips it over right side. This is Sadie Cheney. Drives the right baseline. Wrap around. Now they work it up top. Flanagan fires up a 3. Short rebound. Payson Campbell for Scott City. And then they're going to call another tie-up. But it's going to be Lady Beaver basketball in the possession arrow. Harper Vaughn returns to the lineup. She'll replace Emily Flanagan with 4:24 to go second quarter. Colby has 4 straight weeks, including this week. This is the second 4 weeks with 3 games in a week. Up top with it, Valeria Castillo. Now to Piper Fox to Chris Irvin. Irvin will drive in a high dribble. That was a carry, and that's turnover number 8. With 4:05 to go first half. Probably the right call there. Still at 13-12. We've been stuck there for nearly 3 minutes. Colby with the basketball, still in the backcourt. Harper Vaughn now goes left to Holzmeister in the front court, gets trapped out high. Good defense, now bounce pass, saves possession to Fia Tubbs. She'll drive in, ball deflected and off the backboard. And as Fox deflected it, went off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. 20 to shoot for Colby with 3:50 to go first half. Lily Leitner back in to replace Piper Fox. So Tubbs to inbound it in underneath. Here's Vaughn. Boy, pushing foul. Pretty tight call there, but they've been consistent. Castile her first. And Vaughn to the free throw line to try to give Colby the first points of the quarter and the lead back. 13-12, 3:49 to go second quarter. Scott City's only attempted 1 free throw. Vaughn's free throw off to the right, and it remains 13-12. Colby has not had a point since Vaughn's 3. We have 56 seconds to go first quarter. So it's been a 5-minute drought, a 5:07 drought, and we're tied for just the second time at 13. She has 4. Second tie of the game. 13's on the board, 3:14 to go second quarter. Scott City on a 3-minute scoring drought. Kinley Hickey with the ball. She has one of the 2 baskets for Scott City in this period. Hickey goes left side to Valeria Castillo. Now elbow left to Leitner. Drives to right to Chris Irvin. She'll try a 3 for the lead. It's going to be wide left and airballed. Leitner will save it in a play to Hickey, and Scott City saves the possession. 10 to shoot into Irvin. Throws it up, in and out. Campbell trying to get the rebound. We're going to get another tie-up, and possession arrow favors Colby. So good job by Leitner saving the possession, tipped it to Hickey, but Beavers unable to come up with a basket here. In is Peyton Gentry for Kinley Hickey, and back in is Emily Flanagan to replace Sadie Cheney. We're stuck at 13-13, 3:19 to go first half. Scott City trying to get their first win in this series since 2021, December of 21. It's been 4 years ago. It was in this building here. Up top to Harper Vaughn, goes left side. With it is Holzmeister, 15 to shoot now. That ball is going to be in the backcourt. It's a loose ball, and they're going to fight for it. Still loose, picked up by Colby with 10 to shoot. It wasn't an over and back, and so here they go down the floor, right side to Flanagan with 5, with 4, and deflected out by Fox with 2 to shoot. And Scott City with some good defense there. Now Colby has 2 seconds to shoot. here with 2:46 to go, second quarter. Harper Vaughn to inbound it in. You know they're going to look for something quick underneath for Holzmeister. Lob it into her. She puts it up too strong, and that did not hit the rim. It's a shot clock violation. Colby fans thought that the Holzmeister shot hit the rim. The officials say no. Shot clock violation, Scott City's ball with 2:40 to go first half. 8th Colby turnover. Gentry with it in the front court left. 13-13 your score. So we approach 2.5 to go second quarter. Gentry with it up top. Goes to left to Krista Irvin. Irvin holds it, now gets it stripped out of her hands, back up top to Fox. Left side to Gentry, into Leitner, faces up on Holzmeister, goes to right, throws it up, leaves it short, fight for the rebound, and we're going to get it, guess what, another jump ball. Luckily we've had more jump balls than field goals made in this first half combined by both teams. It'll still stay with the Lady Beavers and a new 35 on the shot clock, as out as Krista Irvin and Maggie Heineman returns to the lineup for Scott City. 13's on the scoreboard. Scott City trying to break a nearly 5-minute drought. They get into Fox. She'll drive down the lane. Lay up on the right side. Oh, too strong in the rebound to Maddie McCarty. Oh, she had that on the end, but it just decided to come out. 2 minutes and change to go first half. Right corner it goes to Emily Flanagan. Back up top to Holzmeister to McCarty. Cutting the basket behind Thea Tubbs, and the ball off her hands, and turnover number 9 on the Lady Eagles. Minute 59 to go second quarter. We're still at 13-13. Scott City on a 5-minute scoring drought. Colby with only one free throw here in this second quarter. Points at a premium here in this second period. It was 12-8 Colby after one. Castile uses up a dribble, finds Heineman out high. Now to Lily Leitner, trying to feed it into Fox, but can't. Right side now to Peyton Gentry, 15 to shoot as she dribbles around the perimeter. Got it poked away, picks it back up. 10 to shoot for Scott City. Trying to get into Fox, the lob too high, and Scott City now with their 9th turnover as well. 90 seconds to go first half, still stuck at 13. It's been a lot of defense driving in. That time Fox stops McCarty, goes straight up. She got the ball, and now up top it's Vaughn for three. Good. She has 2 threes and 7 points, and Colby back on top, 16-13 with 1:15 to go. Second quarter of play, and another offensive rebound turns into points for the Lady Eagles. That's the difference in this first half. Fox with it. Final minute of the first half, cutting is Peyton Gentry. Now to Valeria Castile, the three for the tie. Playing soft rebound, tipped around. Leitner had it, but now it's into the hands of Thea Tubbs. 48 seconds to go first half. 16-13 Colby, the lead in the ball. Scott City scoring drought now has reached 6 minutes. Vaughn with it. She'll drive the right baseline. Now throws it up top. Left side, left corner. Here's Flanagan now underneath. Bounce pass. McCarty goes right side. Vaughn buries another three. 19-13. She has all 7 of their points here in this second quarter. 25 seconds to go into the 7-0 Eagle run. Shot clock off, and Scott City is going to let the ball trickle out of bounds because it went off of a Colby Lady Eagle. 18 seconds to go second quarter, and back in will be Sadie Cheney to replace Maddie McCarty. But Colby has used the 3 ball to take a 19-13 lead here. Scott City on a 6.5+ minute scoring drought after they went up 13-12. Inbound into Piper Fox. Now Peyton Gentry pulls up. Jumper good over Holzmeister. Gentry with 4 all in this period, 19-15. 10 seconds to go first half, and Scott City needed that basket. They're down by 4 with 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Holzmeister with it, loses it, and that's deflected off of the hand of Valeria Castile. 9/10 of a second remaining in the half. So it's going to have to be a quick release and a shot up by Colby. Inbound in, Holzmeister catches it, puts it up, and it's off to the right as we've reached halftime. 19-15, Colby up by 4 here at the break over the Scott City Lady Beavers. Both teams ended up with 7 second quarter points. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with your first half stats and more. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 card trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. Visit us online at scottcf.org.
There's some reason we're all here. To create an amazing experience for each life we touch. If we look closely, we might just see there's something about you amazing people. These amazing drinks served this amazingly fast. There's just something about Scooter's Coffee.
Automotive Group strives to grow, serve our customers better, and give back to those communities that have done so much for us. In April, we welcomed Lewis Chevrolet of Hayes to the Lewis family. And in August, we added an exciting new franchise, GMC, now at Lewis Chevrolet GMC in Dodge City. We've updated stores, expanded our teams, and invested in first-class facilities, all while donating to nonprofits and kids across the state. That's the Lewis difference. Small-town service you trust and the amenities you deserve. Lewis is driven to be better.
It's time for the Precision Ag and Seed Halftime Show.
Scott City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations that our Scott City Optometry office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology, and we are committed to improving the quality of life. Give yourself the gift of clear vision by scheduling an appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden, OD, today.
Good Avy here. We've had 2 ties and 5 lead changes in this first half. Colby had the 7-0 run in the middle portion of this second quarter, and Scott City went on a 6-minute, 40-second scoring drought. And a couple of 7-0 runs by Colby in this first half have helped them out here as they lead at 19-15. First half scoring looked like this. Harper Vaughn hit 3 threes in that first half, and she has 10 points to lead the Colby Lady Eagles. 5 for Shaylee Holzmeister and 4 for Fia Tubbs off the bench. Colby, as I mentioned, just 3 fouls. They did not commit a foul that entire second quarter. In fact, there was only 1 foul called on Scott City in that second quarter. They had 9 turnovers, as I mentioned, 2 steals, 12 total rebounds, 6 offensive and 6 defensive. They have out-rebounded Scott City 12-5 in this first half, but those 6 offensive boards have been very key for Colby to have their lead. That's been the story of this first half. For Scott City, 4 points each for Peyton Gentry and Piper Fox. A 3-pointer in the second quarter for Kinley Hickey, Lily Leitner, Chris Irvin each with 2 for the 15 Scott City points in the first half. Lady Beavers had 5 fouls. They had 9 turnovers and 5 steals, 4 defensive rebounds, 2 offensive boards for a total of 6 rebounds. And so that's their scoring, or it's a summary here in this first half. 19-15, Colby leads it. We'll come back in 3 minutes for the rest of your first half stats and get you set up for the second half of play. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
The Scott Recreation Commission invites you to come get fit in their fitness center. No matter what your focus is, the Scott Recreation Commission features a wide variety of fitness activities, including free weights and cardio. With an affordable membership, you're able to access not only the fitness area, but also group fitness classes. Find out your workout opportunities at the Scott Recreation Commission Fitness Center, 912 Jefferson Street in Scott City. You can also sign up online at scottrec.org.
Built and owned by cattlemen, Scott Pro is your partner in beef production. Doing business with people that know and understand the industry gives you the advantage in today's ultra-competitive and ever-changing marketplace. Ingredient and bulk sampling help fine-tune your feeding program and achieve production goals. Targeted supplements designed to match your exact needs are the standard at Scott Pro. Call us today at 620-872-2189 and let the professionals at Scott Pro design your custom supplement.
Since 1950, Pioneer Communications has been right here in Western Kansas, connecting your community. We're more than an internet company. We're your neighbors, your friends, your local business partner. For 75 years, we've been dedicated to delivering the experience you deserve, providing high-speed internet, reliable connections, and unwavering support for families, schools, and business. Wherever life leads you, Pioneer Communications, where connection counts, being local makes a difference, and community comes first.
Security State Bank is proud to walk alongside our neighbors and fellow local businesses to help them build a better future. It's how we measure success. That's why we craft our banking products and services to work for you and fit your unique needs. Visit our website at ssbscott.com or in person at any of our locations in Scott City, Leota, Garden City, or Syracuse. Security State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We understand that change can be hard. If you're still holding on to your old flip phone, we might just have the deal for you. At Next Tech Wireless, you can get the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 on us. With its convenient and pocketable design, this phone transforms into what you need when you need it. Next Tech Wireless, celebrating 20 years of connecting Kansas.
America is at work, from farms to construction sites to factories. Millions of people operate tractors and heavy equipment every day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating dump trucks or equipment with booms or other extensions, watch out for overhead electrical lines. Make sure there's adequate clearance, because coming in contact with those lines could result in a tragedy. For more safety information, visit weci.net and click on the Safety tab. An important safety message brought to you by Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life. Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
All right, we're back here inside the Scott Community Events Center here on this Thursday night of basketball. Scott City with a 19-15 deficit to the Colby Lady Eagles. First half shooting, Colby was 6 of 14 for 43% from the field, 3 of 6 on threes, and 3 of 8 on two-point baskets, and 4 of 7 from the free throw line. For Scott City, they were 7 of 17, 41% from the field, 1 of 5 on threes, 6 of 12 on twos, and only 1 free throw attempt, and they're 0 for 1 on that. So Scott City, I think he got a rebound a little better in that second half and worked to get to the foul line. Foul trouble for both teams. Piper Fox and Shaylee Holzmeister each with foul trouble. They both have 2 fouls. Scott City will be at Hugoton tomorrow night and then at Holcomb on Tuesday, while Colby will be at home against Ulysses tomorrow night. They'll host Norton on Tuesday night. And so that's how the schedules look for the next week or so here. But as I mentioned earlier, Colby actually has 4 weeks in a row of 3 games in a week. They had Thursday, Friday, Saturday last week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday this week. Next week it's Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. And then the following week it's Monday, Tuesday, Friday. So they have a lot of games in a short amount of time, especially next weekend. The 6th, 7th, 9th, and 10th. The 6th is Holcomb, Hugoton on the 7th. That's a makeup game. The 9th, TMP, and then 10th, Goodland. It'll be Colby's ball to begin the third quarter with Shaylee Holzmeister, also Emily Flanagan, Harper Vaughn, Sadie Cheney, and Maddie McCarty for Scott City. It'll be Piper Fox, Lily Leitner, Peyton Gentry, Valeria Castile, and Krista Irvin. It's Colby's ball as they move from left to right here in this third quarter. Skip it over right side to Maddie McCarty underneath to Cheney up top. They're working around to Vaughn. She's been the hot hand from 3, and she continues. She has 4 threes and 13 points, 22-15, their largest lead, 7:40 to go third quarter. Scott City has to know where number 3 is out on the court. Now it's Gentry driving in, and then she steps on the baseline, and Scott City commits turnover number 10. So Lady Beavers couldn't have had a worse start to this third quarter. A 3 by Colby, and then a turnover right off the bat here. Scott City down by 7, 22-15. Bounce pass, that'll help. That's a steal and a turnover lead pass. Will it get there? Now it's a fight for it, and Scott City does save the possession. No jump ball. Gentry with it up top, and they get a foul up top. A reach in on Emily Flanagan, her first. Team foul number 1 of the first quarter on Colby, but Scott City needs to go to work down 7 early third quarter, first minute. 22-15. Bounce pass up top. It'll go to Carissa Irvin. She'll drive to her right, then gets it stripped, and then we're going to get a hack. And that'll bail out Scott City. 2 quick fouls on Colby in the first minute. This one on Maddie McCarty, her first. Both teams now with 5 fouls in the entire ball game, and all that does is reset the shot clock. Inbound into Fox. Lobs it backside to Gentry. Catches it, goes up, scores it around Cheney, and a foul. What? Or no way. Wave it off. So it must have been a traveling, and boy, that wipes 2 more points off the board. Turnover number 11 on Scott City, and a little insult to injury there. 6:58 to go. Colby with it right side up top. Holzmeister will try a 3, and she will miss it. Rebound Peyton Gentry. So Gentry with her 3rd board of the night. Scott City with the ball down 7. 6:40 to go third quarter. With it here is Chris Irvin, and get a whistle. Boy, they are calling everything tonight. Carrying violation and a turnover. Scott City with 3 turnovers here in the second half. Piper Fox exits as back into the lineup for Scott City is going to be Payson Campbell. 6:30 to go third quarter, 22-15. Colby the lead in the basketball. Right side, it goes to Sadie Cheney up top. Now Cheney will try a 3. No. Rebound, though, Maddie McCarty. And Colby with another possession. Right wing to Emily Flanagan in the Holzmeister. Bullet pass, trying to kick it out to McCarty, and she wasn't ready for it, and it's turnover number 11 on Colby. $6:14 to go third quarter. Scott City down 7, 22-15. Colby's basketball, or Scott City's basketball. Irvin into the front court with it. Bounce to Lily Leitner. Drives to her right, puts it up, banks it off to left. Irvin with an offensive board. Scott City's 3rd offensive board. Castile trying to end the drop, but misses a 3. But right there's Gentry to follow it up with her 6-point, 22-17. 5:56 to go third quarter. So Scott City with the first points of the third period off of Gentry's 4th board, and that's going to be over and back on Colby and an unforced error. Piper Fox back in for Leitner. And we have a timeout taken by Yancey Walker. It's a full. We'll take it as well. 5:49 to go third quarter, 22-17. Colby the lead. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
Shells, flowers, and more.
The Max Yield system from Axis Seed Red Barn is your customized solution. By utilizing field-specific data, we help you eliminate stress and increase yield through seed, fertility, biological, and crop protection decisions. Our approach is focused on your farm and your future, because as a locally owned business, our focus is on you.
Looking for a bank that puts you first? Welcome to Western State Bank, where customer service is a top priority. At Western, we know the value of face-to-face interactions, and we are committed to making each visit better than the last. Enjoy a small bank style of business with the convenience of big bank technology. Western State Bank has been locally owned and family managed for over 50 years, and we're here to stay. No surprises, no sudden changes, just reliable, consistent service. Switch today and experience exceptional service. Western State Bank, banking with a personal touch. Member FDIC.
Mix 94.5 KSKL Scott City, powered by Wheatland Electric, committed to improving the lives of their members and the community they serve. Wheatland Electric.
All right, we're back here as we missed some action there with the illegal ID here on KSKL Scott City. Turnover number 12 on Scott City, make that 13. And Scott City out of a timeout unable to capitalize on the turnover, and they turn it right back over. 5:38 to go third quarter. It's 22-17 your score. Up top of it, Harper Vaughn. She's been the hot hand, almost pulled the trigger. Kinley Hickey back in for Lady Beavers. Vaughn quickly guarded out. She'll pull up left elbow shot, but she was blocked. She'll have to earn 2 free throws. Team foul number 1 in the quarter on Scott City. And that'll be the first on Peyton Gentry. 22-17, Colby leads, and they have free throws coming up. Vaughn with 13, including 4 threes. She is 1 out of 2 from the line. Colby 4 of 7 from the line, and make it 5 of 8, and they extend their lead to 6. 5:27 to go third quarter. Feels like Colby's kind of been packing the paint here tonight, sagging in on the Scott City's post, and the Vaughn hits them both. She's been the hot hand, has 15, and it's back to a 7-point game, 24-17. Scott City hasn't been able to get on a run here bigger than 6 points. They had that in the first quarter. Colby's had a 5-0 run, a 7-0 run, and a 7-0 run. That's helped them get a little separation. Campbell with that 18 to shoot. Hickey into Gentry in the paint, puts it up, scores it and 1. That time it counts for Gentry. She has 8, and it's 24-19 with 5:07 to go third quarter. They're going to get the foul on Maddie McCarty, her second, team's third of the period. As Lily Leitner, Chris Irvin return. Exiting will be Payson Campbell and also Valeria Castillo. Gentry to the line. Scott City's second shot attempt, or free throw attempt of the night. Gentry at the line this year, 70%, 30 of 43. Oh, she missed that one wide right. It hit the rim, though. And Holzmeister just her second rebound of the game. Under 5 to go third quarter, 24-19. Colby the lead in the basketball, and that's going to be a bumping foul on the Kinley Hickeys. They call this a little tight here as of late. They let him play a little bit in the first quarter, but team foul number 2 on Scott City, the first on Kinley Hickey. She was a little bit out of position. A new 35 on the shot clock for Colby. Inbound in, now with it here is Maddie McCarty up top to Vaughn. Entry feed in to Sadie Cheney, and ball deflected out, 7 seconds off the shot clock. 4:49 left here in the third. Inbound in to Sadie Cheney. Flips it over to her right to Emily Flanagan. Now back to Cheney at the right elbow. She'll just drive down the lane and lay it up and score it. Her first basket, and the teams are trading points now, 26-19, 4:34 to go third quarter. Scott City can't afford to keep doing that. With points kind of at a premium here, they can't afford to do that anymore here. And it goes to Lily Leitner, catches it. She'll drive in, now left to Hickey. Oh, turns down the 3. Vaughn was quickly guarding her. Back up top to Fox, 10 to shoot. Fox goes right side. Here's Chris Irvin. Now to Fox, she'll drive the right baseline, pull up from 15 and buries it. She has 6, 26-21 at the 4:06 mark of the third quarter. And Fox with a half a dozen. Scott City back to within 5 here. They have not been able to get any closer in this third quarter after Colby took a 7-point lead. Driving in, now no look, here's Vaughn. She'll drive inside the paint. Her layup on the left side spins in. She's got 17 of their 28 points. 3:44 to go third quarter, and Scott City just cannot get a defensive stop. They've had the last points of the ball game. 28-21. Colby Irvin wanted to pop the 3, but quickly guarded. Entry feed into Fox. Goes to her right. Puts it up. And rims in and out. And the rebound to Sadie Cheney. Good look that time. Colby with the ball up 7. 3:25 here in the third at 28-21. Vaughn to bring it into the front court. Goes to her right. Now at the middle. Uses up a dribble and a reach-in foul on Piper Fox. Now they're going to call that about 10 times out of 10, and that is her third foul, the team's third of the period with 3:18 to go third quarter. In is Fia Tubbs. Out is Maddie McCarty for Colby. And a new 35 for the Lady Eagles. Vonda triggered in, does so to Flanagan, juniors. Hickey guarding Flanagan. Now bounce pass deflected by Fox and almost stolen away. Picked up now by Holzmeister. She uses up her dribble back up top. Vaughn for another 3. That one too strong. Long rebound goes to Emily Flanagan. Colby will get another 3 look, and that'll be rattled home by Shaylee Holzmeister. Holzmeister makes it 31-21 with 3 minutes to go third quarter. And another offensive board turning into some points for Colby. And we get a push out high on Cheney, her second, team's fourth. So all of a sudden, It's 31-21. Colby's lead. Holzmeister with 8 after that three-pointer, and Coach Justin Fro will burn a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 2:53 here in the third quarter, 31-21 Colby. Back in a minute. This is Lady Beaver basketball.
Great things are happening at Scott County Hospital. Our team now includes 5 family physicians and 9 advanced practitioners, ready to care for you and your family right here in Southwest Kansas. We're taking new patients, including OB care, and we're here for every stage of life, from welcoming your newest addition to supporting you as you age. Professional, friendly, and close to home. Call Scott County Clinic today. Scott County Hospital, caring for our community because we're part of it.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
The 3-ball for his second straight game has hurt Scott City, and Colby is making the Lady Beavers pay here. They've hit 5 threes, 4 of those from Vaughn. Shaylee Holzmeister's last three-pointer gave Colby their largest lead at 31-21 with 2:53 to go here in the third quarter. We're back to action out of the timeout. Scott City down to 2 timeouts to go. And now Scott City almost turns it over. Leitner gets it out high to Fox. Bounce passes to Gentry at the right block. Turn-around jumper, no good, but a foul. That'll be team foul number 4 on Colby in the period. And that'll be charged to Sadie Cheney, her third. Scott City now their third trip to the line. Gentry 0 of 1 at the line. Leitner 0 of 1. And Gentry hits that one to make it 31-22. 2:44 to go third quarter. Ends a mini 5-0 run for the Lady Eagles as Cheney exits, and back in is Maddie McCarty for Colby. Colby has won the last 8 in this series, 10 in the last 11. And that one too strong. Lily Leitner, nice hustle to get the offensive board. Now into Gentry underneath. Will put it up and a right, misses it short, and the rebound into the hands of Colby Holzmeister. She gets a screen and she gets mulled over, and they're going to call, they are going to call a offensive foul on Colby. We're going to get that on Maddie McCarty, her third. Break for the Lady Beavers. Team foul number 5 in the period. 2:35 to go. Scott City needs to take advantage of this. Cheney with 3, McCarty with 3, but Scott City has the ball, and they will they get mulled again, and that's going to be a tie-up. It'll still stay Scott City's ball as Payson Campbell inbound, or will check in rather for Piper Fox, I believe. Yep, with 2:31 to go third quarter. And also Kinley Hickey returns to the lineup. She will replace who? I think Maggie Heineman, who's in there for a little bit. Still 31-22, 2:31 here in the third quarter. Castile trying to inbound it. Does get it to Lily Leitner. Catches it behind her now to Castile. Fires up a 3. Too strong, but the rebound backside. Chris Irvin tight ropes the baseline. Now cutting in as Castile puts it up, and she is fouled by Holzmeister. That's her first and team foul number 3 with 2:22 to go third quarter. So now Scott City's hustling to the rebounds. Castile will earn herself a trip to the line to shoot 2. Nope, correction. They're going to get that on Fia Tubbser first, not on Holzmeister. So that's Castile rimming in and out, and Scott City really struggling at the line tonight. Now just 1 of 5, down by 9, late third quarter. They cannot afford to have any more empty possessions the way this game has been going. Piper Fox returns for Lily Leitner. Second free throw on the way. That one is good. She has her first point of the night. It's back to an 8-point game. 2:22 to go third quarter. Unfortunately, Scott City 2 of 4 their last couple trips at the line, and they've only been able to whittle the deficit from 10 to 8. 2:10 to go third quarter. Ball swatted out high by Campbell, then picked back up. Here's Vaughn driving in, and they're going to get a foul on Scott City with 2:04 here in the third. That's their final foul to give the period. And now Piper Fox has 4 fouls. But 2:04 to go third quarter, and that's not a good situation for Scott City. As Lily Leitner checks in for her, and now Peyton Gentry checks in for Valeria Castillo, and now the Lady Beavers, their leading scorer on the bench with 4 fouls now. 2:04 to go in this third quarter. Colby to lob it in, or try to inbound it to avoid the 5 count, and they just barely get it in. Gentry knocks the ball out as the second comes off the third quarter clock. Tubbs to inbound it in, trying to get it in. Gentry got pushed, but they're fighting for the inbound. Still going to stay Lady Eagle basketball. McCarty trying to give Tubbs a little vote of confidence to get the ball inbounded back in. Couldn't there. 4 seconds and almost a 5 count. They do get it in to avoid the 5-second violation. Holzmeister holds it. Campbell tries to go for the steal there, but Holzmeister picks it back up, skips it over high right to Emily Flanagan. Minute 50 to go, third quarter. At the foul line is Holzmeister, guarded by Campbell. Holds it. 4 count on her. Now driving it is Vaughn, right side. Here's a Flanagan 3. Short, but rebound right to McCarty, cutting the basket. And now Vaughn will stop and pop a 3. Short. Rebound. Peyton Gentry has it. Oh, she had it and then lost it out of bounds. Oh, man. Oh, Scott City unable to secure that ball, but a good hustle nonetheless. Sadie Cheney back in. She'll replace Flanagan. Colby starting to get some of those offensive boards once again. They have out-rebounded Scott City 18-10 here. Minute 37 to go, third quarter. Vaughn looking inbound it in. She throws it away. And I know you want to give the ball to the coach, but that's not the right time to do it. Turnover on Colby, their 13th of the night. Scott City's ball. They need to extend this little mini 2-0 run on free throws. 90 seconds to go, third quarter. Irvin trying to go right corner to Payson Campbell, hauls it in. Now Kinley Hickey with a dribble up top to Peyton Gentry. Oh, there's an alley to drive left side. She doesn't see it. Uses it up left side to Chris Irvin. She'll drive left baseline, pull up. Short rebound, and we're going to get a whistle and a pushing foul on Payson Campbell. That'll be her first. Team foul number 5, and Colby will get free throws on the other end with 1:17 to go, third quarter. And let's see, who is that for Colby? I think that's Cheney. Her hair is long enough, it covers her number. 2 free throws for the senior. First trip to the line tonight. Leaves the first one short. Colby now 4 of 8 at the line. Scott City is 2 of 5 in this quarter, 2 of 6 for the ball game. And it remains 31-23, 1:17 here in the third. Cheney has 2 points in this period. And now 3. And it's back to a 9-point lead for Colby, 32-23. Valeria Castillo in for Krissa Irvin. Back in as Fia Tubbs for Harper Vaughn, who has 17 points to lead Colby tonight. 75 third quarter seconds left. Peyton Gentry in the front court left to Valeria Castillo. Castillo holds it. Gets it over to Kinley Hickey out high. Colby playing a tight defense here. Right corner goes to Peyton Gentry. Puts it on the floor. Final minute of this quarter. Hickey with it. Now goes left. This is going to be Lily Leitner. Almost, she did stumble and travel. Turnover number 14. Just got a little too excited there, and turnover back to the Lady Eagles. And Scott City really right now in this juncture of the game can't afford to have any more empty possessions. But Colby is going to help them out and lose the ball back out of bounds. That's a credit to Peyton Gentry's defense in the backcourt here with 49.7 to go, third quarter. 32-23 your score. Colby down or up by 9 on Scott City. Castillo inbounded in, bounce pass to Kinley Hickey. Now goes to Lily Leitner up top. Oh, she traveled with it. Yep. Oh, 15th turnover on Scott City. Unforced errors and second chance opportunities for Colby have really been the story of this ball game. As back in is Harper Vaughn for Fia Tubbs. Colby trying to snap, or they have lost 3 of their last 4 ball games. They are 7-6 on the year. 38 seconds to go, third quarter. Man down after the screen. Now underneath wide open is Cheney, and she'll make Scott City pay for it. And it's 34-23 with 30 seconds to go, third quarter. Shot clock off. Colby with a 15-8 third quarter run. And now Castile with it. 18 seconds to go, third period. Hickey out high. She'll drive to her right now, trying to get it into Campbell. Catches it, puts up the tough shot, and gets it to go. Campbell with her first basket, 34-25. 7 seconds to go, third quarter. Here's Colby with it. Holzmeister a 4. Foul up top. And that'll send Holzmeister to the line, and 3.1 to go. And still, Scott City cannot get bigger than a 2-0 run in this third quarter. Campbell's second foul, that's her 6th in the quarter, and Holzmeister to the line, where she is 3 of 4 tonight. She does have 8 points. Trying to become the second Lady Eagle in double figures, and she's halfway there, 35-25, 3.1 to go third quarter. As Chris Irvin in for Payson Campbell. 3.1 to go third quarter. Colby's had little mini runs that has helped extend their lead here in this third quarter, and they're back up 11, 36-25. Holzmeister with 10. She'll exit. Via Tubbs. 3.1 to go third quarter. Colby's going to apply a little pressure to burn this clock off. It'll be their ball to begin the fourth quarter. 2 seconds, 1 second, and Gentry will launch a half-court shot. It's going to be well short, and that's the end of your third quarter. Colby goes on a 17-10 run in the third quarter, and they have opened up a 36-25 lead heading into the fourth quarter. Back in a minute. This is Lady Beaver basketball.
27 million people in the United States have vaped. To put that into perspective, if they were their own state, they'd have the third highest population. 1.6 million of those people are teens. In 2019 alone, there were over 2,800 hospitalization cases and 68 deaths. According to the American Lung Association, the nicotine in most e-cigarettes is highly addictive and can cause damage to developing brains, affecting attention, learning, and impulse control. If you or someone you know is vaping, you stop immediately.
Trust is built one season at a time. From the first seed in the spring to the long days of summer and the final push of harvest, every acre we manage, every partnership we honor, grounded in one simple promise: do what's right for the land and the people who depend on it. VFF. Many families, one farm.
The difference in this game, Colby has hit 5 threes. Scott City has hit 1. That's +4 for Colby. They've hit 9 free throws. Scott City's hit 2. That's +7, so it's an 11-point game, and there's your difference. 36-25, Colby with the lead at ball to begin the fourth quarter. The Lady Eagles led by Harper Vaughn with 17. Shaylee Holzmeister with 10. Peyton Gentry leads Scott City with 9. Turnaround shot for Holzmeister. And 2 free throws coming up, and Peyton Gentry really had good position. A tough break for Lady Beavers. Gentry, her second foul, and Holzmeister back to the line. To mention the difference in this game is really the three-pointers and the free throws to double up with the second chance opportunities for Colby. Free throw number 1 for Holzmeister. She has 11, and it's their largest lead, 37-25, 7:47 to go. They're now 10 of 14 at the line. Scott City just 2 of 6. Second free throw is good as well, and it's 38-25. Addie McCarty out for Colby, as they have the largest lead at 13. Fox to check back in. She also has 4 fouls. That's been big as well. Now with the Kinley Hickey, Scott City playing a second straight game without Kaylee Felker. Up top, here's Irvin, guarded by Holzmeister. Now it's Hickey trying to get it in, and Gentry gets pulled down and no foul call. Come on. And now Colby knocks the ball out of bounds. Gentry got pulled down in the lane. You could see her getting pulled down from behind, and they let it play. Officials did not see that. Tough break for Scott City there. 7:23 to go. Inbound in, it goes to Kinley Hickey. Right side out high to Krista Irvin. She'll drive right side, trying to get it into Leitner, and forces it. And we're going to get a tie-up, and it'll still stay Scott City's ball with now 3 seconds to shoot. 7:15 left. Colby leads 38-25. Inbound into Irvin. You got it, 2 seconds, 1 second. Got to put it up, and Scott City did not shoot the shot clock, as it's a shot clock violation at turnover number 16. Colby with the ball, looking to extend their lead. They've scored the last 4 points of the ball game, all at the line by Holzmeister. 7 minutes to go. It is Holzmeister at the elbow right, looking for a cutter. One dribble, then back up top. Vaughn for another three. That one's short. Rebound bounces around, and Fox finally secures it. And Colby, boy, they reach in, they let it play through, I guess. Fox, that's her first rebound of the night unofficially. Here is Irvin with it. Underneath the Fox, lost, and going to get another tie-up and another turnover. And it feels like it's kind of how they've called the second and fourth quarters. They let him play the first and third. They try to set the standard here. And turnover on Scott City. They've had back-to-back turnovers to begin the fourth quarter, and things starting to unravel a little bit for the Lady Beavers, down 13, 38-25. 38-25, Colby, 6:25 to go. Driving in is Cheney, now up top. Here's Harper Vaughn. Jump stop now. Holzmeister takes to the rack. She leaves it short. Rebound underneath to Cheney. She gets mugged, but let it play. Vaughn out high for a three. Off the heel. Rebound. This time Irvin secures it for Scott City. 6:08 to go. 38-25 is your score. Gentry with it up top. Lobs it elbow right to Fox. Faces up now. On Vaughn now up top. Here's Peyton Gentry for a three, and she splashes one home. That's Scott City's second three of the night. Gentry's eighth of the year, 38-28. 5:52 to go. Scott City will burn one of their final two timeouts left. It's a full. We'll take it as well. 38-28 is your score for Colby. Back in a minute. This is Lady Beaver basketball.
Hi.
At American Implement, we believe that education and athletics play a crucial role in uplifting communities. Our commitment to supporting farmers aligns closely with the values of teamwork and resilience found in sports. By investing in local initiatives, we enhance individual lives and strengthen community bonds for a brighter future. American Implement, indebted to the past, committed to the future.
11-2 and 5-8.
Well, out of the timeout, I guess it was a 30-second break. They signaled 41-28 as Emily Flanagan answers back with a 3. 5.5 to go, and Scott City still with not an answer bigger than 2 points in this second half. Maggie Heineman back in there. Peyton Gentry takes to the rack, and that one decides to roll in. She has 14. She's now one off a career high, 41-20 or 41-30, with 5:15 to go. Scott City down by 11. They've been down by as many as 14 in this game. 41-30, and now Campbell hits the deck. She gets back up. Cheney now up top. Holzmeister turns down the three, drives in, goes around Campbell, and spins in and out. Rebound to Piper Fox. 41-30, 4:50 to go. Irvin had taken in the front court left. Spin move up top, guarded tightly here by Flanagan. Now pickpockets Irvin, turnover number 17 on Scott City. Still, Scott City cannot score more than one basket in a row. They did have 2 free throws on 2 different trips in the third quarter, but other than that, it's been dominated by Colby here. They pulled away slowly here, and now Flanagan with another 3 look, short, rebound Campbell. Payson Campbell grabs her second board of the night. Near the midway mark of this fourth period, Fox left corner to Irvin. She'll try a 3. She'll be good on a 3, and it's an 8-point game at the midway mark here. 4:09 to go, 41-33. So Scott City with back-to-back 3s, and there we go. There's our little mini run of 6 in a row. It's an 8-point game here. See if Scott City can get another defensive stop here. Down by 8, 3:50 to go, and all of a sudden the lid. And Cheney too strong, rebound. Peyton Gentry for Scott City. Good look for Cheney that time. With it is Maggie Heineman. Gets it into Fox, loses it. Picked up by Gentry, though, out high. And Scott City saves the possession, 20 to shoot. 3.5 to go, 41-33 is your score. Campbell left corner to Krista Irvin, who just drained her 13th three of the year. And now with it is Peyton Gentry. Goes right side to Campbell, 10 to shoot. Drives the right baseline, cut off. Gentry steps back for her career high. Yes! Oh, my! She has 17. It's a new career high, and it's a 5-point game with 3:12 to go. Scott City on a 9-0 run here in the last 2 minutes. Colby wants time. All of a sudden, the lid has come off the rim for the Lady Beavers, and they're down 5 with 3:06 to go, 41-33. Yancey Walker wants a full timeout. We'll take it as well. This is Beaver basketball.
BBN is brought to you by Lawrence & Associates Realty Incorporated, Good Anesthesia, Elevate You, Lone Tree Farms, Fairleigh Feed Yard, American Implement, Great Western Tire and Deck Mart, Scott Community Foundation.
Scott City is on a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes. That last three by Peyton Gentry gave her a new career high with 17 points, and it's 41-36. Driving in is Holzmeister, and she ends the run with a layup on the left side. Her 14th point, 43-36, 2:58 to go, and a big timeout, or points out of the timeout by Colby. Backside, here's Gentry cutting the basket. Yes, and one. There's a push. 43-38 all of a sudden with 2:51 to go. Team foul number 1 on Colby in the fourth quarter. That's on Maddie McCarty, her 4th. Team foul number 1 of the fourth quarter. Gentry at the line, but Scott City has struggled mightily at the line tonight. Just 2 of 6. Gentry is 1 out of 3 on her own. Scott City's third attempt at a three-point play, and that one rattles in and out and back home. She has 20 points. And it's 4-point game, 43-39. It's a 12-2 run for Scott City over the last 2.5 minutes. All of a sudden to within 4, 2:38 to go. Colby with the basketball. Harper Vaughn holds it, 20 to shoot. A little alive here in this gymnasium here at the Scott Community Event Center up top via Tubbs. Guarded by Castillo, now back to Holzmeister, 10 to shoot. Leitner has the assignment on her. Holzmeister drive right, goes around her, lays it up and one. The senior with a takeover, 45-39 with 2:23 to go. And Lily Leitner fouls for the second time. Team foul number 2 on Colby in the period, or on Scott City, at the period. 45-39. Chris Irvin in for Kinley Hickey. Holzmeister at the line. She has 16 points, 11 of those in the second half. Her and Vaughn have combined for now 33 of their 45 points. As that free throw missed, Gentry with the board, her 6th of the night. And now Gentry dumps it up to Leitner. It's a 4-point game again, 45-41, 2:13 to go. Leitner's 4th point of the night. Scott City on a tear. They need a defensive stop, down 4, 2 minutes to go. Around a screen is Holzmeister, wanted the pick and roll. Back up top to Sadie Cheney. Cheney back over Holzmeister. Leitner guards her, a minute 55 to go. Fox with 4 fouls. Oh, a trip, and now a corner 3 is good. Fia Tubbs hits a huge 3 in the corner, and a timeout for Colby. Coach Yancey Walker racing down the sideline. He's informed like he's back in Scott City playing for the Beavers. A 30-second timeout here with minute 50 to go in the game, and Colby back up top, 48-41. And a big 3 in the corner by Tubbs. She has come up big in this game tonight for Colby when they needed some points. She had a 4 in a row in the first quarter, and that big 3 gives them a 3-possession lead with 1:48 to go. Basketball presented here by Stevens Veterinary Services, State Farm Insurance, Spencer Pest Control, Sharp Shooting Supply, Security, State Bank, Scott Pro, Scott County Record, Scott County Hospital, Scott Cooperative Association, Scott County Abstract and Title Company, and Scott Community Foundation. Colby down to 2 timeouts, left a full and a 30. Scott City has 1 timeout remaining. Possession arrow favors the Lady Beavers. Scott City kind of in a tough predicament now. They only have, and I say this because they only have 2 fouls in the fourth quarter. Colby has 1. We're down to a minute 45 to go, but Scott City needs to continue to be hot from the field. They have a 7-point deficit here. Into Peyton Gentry. Her runner spins off. Rebound, Colby's Holzmeister. Had a good look, and now the ball loose, but picked up that time by Emily Flanagan. Down the court to Harper Vaughn. Wanted to pull the trigger on the 3. Wisely pulls it back out. Peyton Gentry with a career-high 20 points for Scott City. Minute 19 to go. Second 20-point performance for Scott City this year. Piper Fox had a 21-point against Tonganoxie. Minute 5 to go, 5 to shoot for Colby, up 7. 3 seconds. Here's Vaughn driving right side, and that's going to be, a blocking foul with 1 on the shot clock, and Harper Vaughn to the line to shoot 2. Chris Irvin with the foul, her second. Team foul number 3 of the fourth quarter. The foul's okay, but 3-possession game with 61 seconds left. And 2 free throws coming up here for Harper Vaughn, where she is 3 of 4 at the line tonight. Colby 2 of 3 in this fourth quarter. 11 of 16 and now 12 of 17. Vaughn with a team high 18, 49-41, 101 to go. Hickey in for Leitner. Scott City gets more of a guard-oriented lineup out there. Scott City had it to within 4 on a couple of occasions, but Colby, every time they got it to within 4, answered the bell. Vaughn's second free throw spins off. Fox with the rebound, and she is fouled, I think. Yep. This time they call the foul. And they're going to get that on Emily Flanagan, her second with the hold, they'll say. Second Colby foul of the fourth quarter. Maddie McCarty in for Fia Tubbs, who drained that big 3 to give Colby a 7-point lead at the time. It's now at 8, 59.2 to go, 49-41. They'll get it in to Kinley Hickey, and now in the front court, here's Chris Irvin, and she almost loses it out of bounds up top with it. Oh, that almost was a walk up top. Now into Gentry, right side. Fox will launch a 3. Too strong. Rebound, Colby. Holzmeister, and that might about do it here with 42 seconds to go. And there's a foul, and that's going to be it for Fox. She'll have 6 points tonight. 39.3 to go. That's team foul number 4 on Scott City. So she'll be disqualified for the game. That's just the 4th team foul, excuse me. One more foul to give. Holzmeister has it. She's guarded by Leitner. Checks in for now. Leitner steals it. 30 seconds ago. Scott City needs a little sense of urgency, and here's Gentry to race it back the other way. Flips it over to Hickey. Looking to drive in, loses it. Picks it back up. 25 seconds. 49-41. Irvin with it. Stops. Now Castile. Scott City wasting too much time. Shot clock is off, but it doesn't matter. And Holzmeister steals it, and that'll be it. Colby and a foul on Castile. That'll be about it here. 49-41, 12 seconds to go, and the Lady Eagles are going to dodge one here tonight. A furious comeback rally by Scott City after they were down 14. It was at 4. Castile with 2 fouls. Flanagan's first trip to the line. She had a big 3 in this fourth quarter. In the end of it, though, Colby with that one rims in and out. The lead by a pretty good margin at the foul line. They're now 10 of 15 unofficially. Make that 10 of 6. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 of 5 in this fourth quarter. 12 of 18. Scott City 3 of 7. Second free throw too strong. Gentry will snare the rebound with 8 seconds to go. Down the court, pass is thrown away, forced it. 20 seconds Scott City turnover, and that's it. Colby hangs on, 49-41 your final over the Scott City Lady Beavers. Scott City now 5-8 on the year, 2-4 in a tough matchup with Hugoton tomorrow night. As Colby improves to 8-6 on the year, they have only had one game this year where they've scored 50 or more points. That was last week against Ulysses. They'll have a chance of that tomorrow against the Lady Tigers. They're now 8-6 on the year, 4-1 in league play. Post-game coverage to begin after this 3-minute break. This is Scott City basketball.
Find out about Plain Jan's promotional items.
Hey Adam, my sister and I can't wait to tell you all about Plain Jan screen printing.
So what items does Plain Jan screen print?
T-shirts, sweatshirts, towels, koozies, tank tops, tea towels. Don't forget about the famous Plain Jan gloves, hoodies, stocking caps.
So pretty much anything you want your name on.
They can also get pins, cups, flashlights, knives. She talks a lot.
So who can use it?
Fall teams, employee gifts, family reunions, weddings, 4-H events, poker runs. So call Plain Jan's for all your screen print needs.
Go Beavers! Richards Financial Services at 106 East 6th Street in Scott City is once again pleased to be a Booster Club sponsor for the Scott Community High School Beavers and a proud sponsor of Beaver Sports on KSKL. We are looking forward to another exciting and spirit-filled year of sports, academics, and activities in Beaver Nation. Go Big Blue!
Tired of waiting weeks for your imaging appointment? Scott County Hospital Imaging provides quick, reliable imaging when you need it. From MRIs to mammograms, ultrasounds to CT scans, with a full range of advanced imaging services using state-of-the-art equipment. Appointments available within just a few days, and a team of highly trained, friendly professionals help avoid long delays and get the answers you need faster. Ask your provider to refer you to Scott County Hospital Imaging today.
911, what's your emergency? This is Circle C Farms, and we got a major situation. Farmers are getting more than just high-quality seeds with Beck's hybrids. There are commitment rewards. Sir, slow down. Is anyone in danger? Only if they miss out on early order and quantity discounts and flexible low-rate financing options. Sir, that's not exactly an emergency. Are you kidding? Around here, that's big news. Well, sounds like you're not just planting seed, you're planting a future. Circle C Farms and Beck Seeds. More than seed. It's family and growing your future.
That's 620-290-2296, and let's grow together.
Go Beavers!
Fairley Feed Yard in Scott City takes pride in being part of Kansas's cattle feeding industry and is constantly aware of the specific needs of today's cattlemen. You can expect the best at Fairley Feed Yard, located 7 miles south and 6 miles west of Scott City. They believe in the importance of feed and ration preparation, health programs, death loss management, and overall handling of your feeder cattle. Fairley Feed Yard supports the area activities and youth of Western Kansas.
Scott City
Make
tonight
Fairley
will
Feed
be wearing
Yard
those
your
home white
custom cattle
uniforms for
feeder.
a
That's
second
Fairley
straight
Feed Yard
game.
of Scott City.
Welcome to the Scott City Ace Hardware post-game show. Scott City Ace Hardware, located on South Main Street in Scott City. They invite you to come by and take a look around.
Lady Beavers fall here tonight by the counts of 49-41 to the Colby Lady Eagles. Colby had a 41-27 lead with 5:32 to go, and then Scott City went on a 9-0 run, hitting 3 triples in a row to make it 41-36. They would also get a 3-point play to make it 43-39 with 2:51 to go. And then the teams would trade baskets. Scott City would pull to within 4 again with the 2:13 mark at 45-41, but Colby gets a 3 in the corner from Fia Tubbs, left wide open, hits it, made it 48-49. Colby would hit one of their final 4 free throws down the stretch, and the final was 49-41 here. Final numbers here in this game tonight. Colby led tonight by Harper Vaughn. She had 18 points, a team high 18 points, including 4 triples in the ball game. 16 for Shaylee Holzmeister, 7 for Fia Tubbs off the bench, the sophomore, the big performance, 5 for Sadie Cheney. And that was your scoring tonight or Emily Flanagan rather had 3. Colby was 12-20 at the free throw line. They would have 14 turnovers and 11 fouls, 4 steals. But they had 18 rebounds. Scott City would end up with 15. It ended up being much closer. It was pretty wide margin early on, but for a second straight game, really Scott City being dominated on the glass in the first half, but rebounded it better in the second half. For the Scott City Lady Beavers, career high 20 points for Peyton Gentry. She had 11 of her 20 in the fourth quarter. 6 tonight for Piper Fox, 5 for Chrissa Irvin, 4 tonight from Lily Leitner, 3 for Kinley Hickey on a second period 3, 2 for Payson Campbell, and 1 for Valeria Castile. For Scott City, they were just 3 of 7 at the line. They were -9 at the free throw line, and Colby, or Scott City, would end up with 4 threes in the ball game, I believe. 1, 2, 3 in the fourth quarter. Let's see. 4 threes in the ball game. Colby hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes. So they were, you take a look at the 3-point makes and the free throw makes, Scott City was a -12 there. Yeah, and Scott City had 22 turnovers tonight. 15 fouls did the Lady Beavers, 7 steals, 15 rebounds, 10 on the defensive, and 5 on the offense. As Lady Beavers fall here tonight, 49-41. Scott City now falls to 5-8 on the year, 2-4 in the league. The big one with Hugoton tomorrow night. Colby improves to 8-6 on the year and 4-1. They are now tied with Holcomb for second in the league standings at 4-1. Goodland is at 6-1 in the conference standings. Well, we'll take a timeout here of 2 minutes. We'll come back with the pregame interview with Coach Brian Gentry. We'll try to also get a little bit later on in postgame comments for the head coach of Lady Beavers and Justin Froba. Back in 2 minutes. This is Beaver basketball.
We all know the weather in western Kansas changes daily, and that's why your Ream specialist, Faro Heating and Cooling, is there for prompt quality service. Faro Heating and Cooling services all brands for tube heaters, gas fireplaces, gas piping, and sheet metal. They service for both residential and commercial units. For repairs or estimates, call 620-872-3508 or visit them at 910 West 5th Street in Scott City. Faro Heating and Cooling proudly supports the Scott City Beavers.
At First National Bank of Scott City, we look forward to helping you manage your finances with our quick, secure, and convenient online banking service. Not only can you check your daily account history and spot fraud, you can also notify you if your account balance drops below.
To get to the foul line. Foul trouble for both teams. Piper Fox and Shaylee Holzmeister. The Cheney up top. They're working around to Vaughn. Begin the third quarter with Shaylee Holzmeister, also Emily Flanagan. Begin the third quarter with Shaylee Holzmeister.
Entrepreneurs and the community as a whole to grow. There are many different opportunities in Scott City to expand business growth.
Today, and then the following week it's Monday, Tuesday, Friday. So they have a lot of games in a short amount of time, especially next weekend. The 6th, 7th, 9th, and 10th. The 6th is Holcomb, Hugoton on the 7th. It'll be Colby's.
She's safe and knowledgeable. That's why people go to Dr. Holderman at Scott City Guns in Scott City, Kansas. Shooting firearms can be both fun and challenging, and whether you...
and able to kind of withstand every run that the Cowboys had on Tuesday nights, and just an overall a great victory to kind of double up from what you guys were able to do at Sterling last week.
Yeah, I thought our guys played really well. I thought they were really bought in defensively. I thought we were all on the same page, very connected, very clear about what the assignments were, and we did a good job. Again, not to say that there weren't little breakdowns in there, but when you hold a team like that, you know, that can really get hot, between the Colette kid and Mole, to 39 points or whatever it was. It says a lot about the defense that we did apply to them. We did a great job of not settling for just average shots. I thought we got really good looks at the basket.
It was really evident of how you guys were able to get to the basket and get some high percentage shots, more so in the second half than the first half, and creating those opportunities there. You had to like to see you guys attack and go downhill.
The kind of the style of play is, that's supposed to kind of be what leads to our threes, is attacking the basket. Whether we're on the dribble drive or we're cutting, we need a little bit better spacing to cut. A lot of times we're throwing balls into tight windows, and if we just balance out our spacing a little bit more, spread that floor a little bit more, some of those passes would be easier, be a little bit, more clear for our guys to go to the basket. But we kind of want to get it there regardless. If that means we're going to kick it out for three, that's fine. But we really do need to attack and hunt the paint a little bit more.
Once again, it is Coach Brian Gentry here in our pregame tonight. Scott City takes on the Colby Eagles. This is a team that's 8-5 on the year, a team that's had kind of some struggles here as of late. They're coming in with 3 straight losses, but put up a lot of points in Garden City on Tuesday night and did it without 3-pointers. You take a look at this team. It all starts, of course, with Jordan Jones.
Absolutely. I think he's a senior. Thank God for the, it seems like he's been there forever, but, usually that's when people say that, that's a big compliment, because it seems like we've been playing against him for a long time, and, they kind of transfer from Hunter Vaughn right to Jordan Jones, and 2 of the best guards, that's been in this league for a very long time. He's a very good basketball player, man. Gets downhill, has a great handle, a great tempo and rhythm about his game. So yeah, we got to do a very good job of trying to slow him down. But with that said, is not getting beat too badly to where we have to send help from everywhere and leave their bigs to get wide open putbacks. So it's going to be a tough assignment for whoever's on him. But we got to do a good job of really playing team defense, and we've got to really focus and get on the glass, because if we don't rebound well, we've got little to no chance, because they're going to just get easy layups on the putback.
Do you feel like it's a similar concept scheme-wise defensively as it was with Goodland on Tuesday night?
Yeah, it is, except their bigs score more. Between the 2 bigs that they have, I think if the stats were right, that Hoppy kid had like 25 points, 21 rebounds against Garden. So, that's a monster game. So with that, Goodland just doesn't play through their post very often. It's usually, Colette or Braylon, really getting downhill, and then if they get an offensive rebound, that, it is what it is. With Colby, it's much different, because they can run a high-low. They can make you, then they'll duck in. They're going to duck in one of their post players versus our guards. And it's just whether we're smart enough to know where our help side needs to come from or not. So we've got to do a really good job. We want to deny those guys, and we're going to sag like crazy when those post guys do catch it and try to go high-low. And so if their posts get hot, it's like playing Holcomb, back in 2016 when they had Connor Van Cleve and they had Kobe down there. It's like, what are you going to do? Connor shoots 43% from 3, and then Kobe's 6'9", so like, what do you do? Well, these guys don't shoot 43% from 3, so we're sagging tonight, and that's what you'll see.
Should be a good matchup here as you get some big games here the next couple of days. And Coach Brian Gentry joining me here pregame. Coach, appreciate the time, and good luck to you guys.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Scott City Beaver Coach Brian Gentry. Your pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with you and Better Bids in Scott City and Leota. More to come in your pregame show. We'll have a breakdown of the matchup. Also bring you starters, keys to the game, and the tip-off after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Making special memories, make new memories at the Cottages Senior Care Living in Garden City. The Cottages is a facility that's designed to feel like one's own home. It includes 12.
It's time to talk about it. Having a bad relationship with food can not only affect your physical health, but your mental health. If you have an eating disorder, the most important thing you can do is tell someone you trust. If someone you know has an eating disorder, try talking to them about how you can help them get better. It's not about shaming, it's about supporting. Words matter, especially when it's about someone's appearance. Tell a medical professional and get the help you need.
Are you struggling with low energy or just not feeling like yourself? Do you need to make time for self-care and rejuvenation? Come see us at Elevate You. Elevate You is a hometown medical spa that offers a relaxing environment. We offer aesthetics such as Botox and are your comprehensive source for lab draws, injectable and IV therapies, weight loss consultation, and hormone treatment for men and women. Elevate yourself and set up an appointment today with Elevate You. Located at 105 West 11th Street in Scott City. Text or call 872-7675 or find us online at elevateumedSpa.com.
BBN is brought to you by Ag Management Services, All-in-One Wash, B&H Paving, First National Bank, HRC Feed Yards, JNR, Next Tech Wireless, Pioneer Communications, Red Barn Enterprises.
There are places where people truly value relationships, where distance is measured in acres, and all roads lead to families on one mission: to provide for their loved ones, their community, and the world. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Berta Binns and Sales Associates Sam Giesick and Joni Stegman today.
Faro Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Faro Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
On the center here, we'll recap the girls' game real quickly. Lady Beavers fall here tonight, 49-41. Here once again in the post game here with Coach Justin Froh. Well, it's kind of a quiet game through the first three quarters, and then fourth quarter you got something going there offensively, just too much to overcome in the end.
Yeah, just dug ourselves too big of a hole there to get out. But, the first thing we had to correct from Tuesday, which we got to be a completely different team. Like, we cannot come out flat with no energy and not have any idea what in the world's going on. So I thought that we were a completely different team tonight. It took a little bit for us to kind of get a little scoring run going, but once we did get going, we started finding our groove there late, middle of the third, kind of late into the third quarter there. I thought that, our energy was great. Our hustle and effort tonight was outstanding, and I thought that we played pretty well as a team. And we did a good job cutting whenever, they're going to try and take away the post or whatever it may be, if Piper's up top or whatever. I thought that Peyton did an outstanding job of finding the open spot tonight, and we did a great job of finding the cutters and being able to get into the lane and being able to play a little bit more balanced down low off of 2 feet instead of trying to throw up stuff off of 1 feet. So that was good to see, but still just got some things we had to clean up defensively. We still look lost at times, and we got to be able to know where shooters are, and then we got to be able to stay in front of somebody. So those are three things. It sounds like kind of a broken record, but, those are hard things to correct, especially when you're playing different personnel every game. So, everyone steps up in different ways, and I thought that we've done a great job with that. We just got to be able to get healthy, and then hopefully we can string some stuff together here.
Well, it felt like tonight, and we're starting to see more teams do this, really sag off on the perimeter and kind of clog up the paint area where Piper or Lily are there and kind of try to deny them a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that's going to be the game plan going forward for every team that scouts us. So that's going to be, a big thing that we're going to have to be able to figure out is, if you're going to be more open on the outside, you got to be ready to step in and shoot the ball. We got to have good footwork so that way we're not catching and trying to get our feet set as we're catching. We should already have that set and be ready to just step into a shot so that way we can have good mechanics to have good shots, first of all. Second of all, we got to continue to cut. If we're not going to get looks on the inside, if they're going to take away our post, then we got to cut guards through the lane so that way we can get some extra looks down low with our guards. And I think we have noticed that. We got to do that, and we've been doing a better job with that, especially tonight. But it's got to continue to develop, and we can't just have it be one game where we've done that and then let it go back to normal. So those are the main things. But, I was pretty impressed with our effort and our hustle and everything tonight in terms of just battling in a tight game.
Peyton Gentry, a career high for her, 20 tonight. Had 7 boards unofficially, and she really kind of took over in that fourth quarter for you guys.
Yeah, she did. And, it's fun to see that when a player kind of, that she's got it in her, And she knows she's got it in her, but you just got to kind of put it all together. And I think the biggest thing is just the confidence. And once she started seeing some fall early, then her confidence continued to grow and grow. And then as she started getting some and ones, it continued to grow. And then the basket just looked huge for her. So, that's what you need. I hope that this is a good confidence boost for her so that way she can continue to be aggressive because we need that. And I hope that, everyone can see that, hey, if we're not open, we can cut. We can get open that way. Hey, and I thought that we did a pretty good job whenever she was attacking, that we had people to kick out to on the backside, and we cut pretty well off of her cut. So that was good to see, but we just got to have just a little bit more. Can't put ourselves in such a big hole to come back from, and then, we might be, 2-point game right there down the stretch to be able to have a chance to win that one.
Well, guess what? You get another game tomorrow night. Go on the road this time to Hugoton.
Absolutely. What's rest? We don't need any.
Well,
so,
yeah, right? Yeah.
But
this is starting to be a routine. You guys are going to be in condition for this.
Yeah, so, we've seen that we got a resilient group here. It's another task, just another tall task that we got to ask of them. So we'll be ready to go. We'll get a quick scout in and everything tomorrow and get everything ready to roll. But we got to be able to continue to play with the same aggression that we had tonight and the same intensity, and we got to be able to continue to battle down low and make sure that we're doing the little things right.
Once again, Coach Justin Froh recapping the girls' game. Lady Beavers falling a tough one, 49-41. Thanks again for the time, Coach, and let's do it again one more time this week.
All right, thanks, Adam.
All right, comments from Coach Justin Froh. Beavers fall tonight on the girls' side, 49-41. Let's take a 30-second break for now. We'll come back with the boys' pregame and get you ready for that one. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
When it comes to insurance, you don't want anyone setting you up with just any policy that sounds good. That's why Darren, Michelle, and Nikki at Platinum H Insurance are there for you. Platinum H Insurance carries a complete line of insurance including crop, farm, home, and auto. They write for well-respected companies such as NAU Country. To see what Platinum H Insurance can do for you, call 872-7222 or stop by their office at 321 West 5th Street in Scott City. This agency is an equal opportunity provider.
Community Event Center here as we get you for the boys game here momentarily. Scott City and Colby. The Beavers 7-5 on the year, 3-2 in the conference. Colby half game ahead of the Beavers in the league standings. As Scott City and Holcomb enter at 3-2 coming into tonight in the league standings. Scott City or Colby at 3-1, Hugoton at 2-1. Holcomb and Scott City both are 3-2. But Colby, their lone league loss came to Holcomb right before Christmas, 67-58. But the Eagles, they have dropped 3 in a row. Beloit, Concordia, ranked teams in 3A and 6A, and Garden City, a 71-65 loss. They outscored them by quite a bit in that fourth quarter on Tuesday night. Had over 30 points in that fourth quarter. They were down 18 and got it to within 5 in the fourth quarter, but Garden hung on for the 71-65 win. They were led by Josiah Hoppy, the 6'6 senior. He had 25 points, and get this, 21 rebounds in the game against Garden City. And Jordan Jones, of course, has been the big highlighter for Colby this year, and rightfully so. He had 23 points in that loss to Garden City. He had 41 on Saturday in a loss to Concordia. He has had 2 40-point games and a 51-point game against Hoxie right out of the Christmas break on the 6th of January. He had a 40-point game against Larned on the 2nd of January, and then on the 6th he had a 51-point game in their 97-31 rout. Their wins this year: Ulysses, Ray, Norton, Cimarron, Larned, Hoxie, Goodland, Pine Creek. They beat them in the tournament opener of the Orange and Black last week, and then lost to Beloit 55-48, Colby 65-63, and then Garden City 71-65. The Beavers are looking to continue what's been a really good run to begin this post-Christmas break here, as Scott City trying to extend their run there. And let's get to your starting lineups here. First for the Colby Eagles are coached by Reed Stevens in his first season. Takes over for his dad, Tom, who was a coach for the previous few years. He's assisted by Devin Selby and Grant Stevens. It'll be Cade Youngman, a 5'9 senior, averaging 1.4 and 2.5 rebounds a game. Cody Wright, a 5'10 senior. He's a Shrine Bowl selection, averages 6 points and nearly 3 rebounds a game. Josiah Hoppy, a 6'6 senior, 11.4 points and nearly 5 rebounds a game. Coben Curry, a 6'5 senior at 6.6 points and 5.6 rebounds a game. And Jordan Jones, who's probably right now the most electric player in the league, averages 26 points and 4.2 rebounds. He is a 6'1 senior. Cade Youngman, Cody Wright, Josiah Hoppy, Coben Curry, and Jordan Jones. For Scott City, Brian Gentry in his 10th season, assisted by Joey Meyer and Drew Kite. It'll be Brody Steckline, a 6'3 junior, 7.3 points and 4.2 boards a game. Avery Radke, 6' senior, 10.8 points and 5.2 rebounds a game. Drew Metzger, the 6' junior, 5.2 points and 4.1 rebounds a game. Cooper Irvin, the 5'9 sophomore, 4 points and 2.9 assists a game. And Junior Mason, the 6' junior, 15 points and nearly 3 rebounds a game. Brody Steckline, Avery Radke, Drew Metzger, Cooper Irvin, and Junior Mason, the same starting lineup for the 13th straight game this year for Scott City. Those are your starting lineups presented by Security State Bank. Onward to our keys of the game presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout. Keys to the night for Scott City. You've got to know where number 14 is. That's first and foremost goal for Scott City. A big key here tonight for them. Know where number 14 is. Second, find a way to get the rebounds. They're going to be slightly undersized tonight against Colby. That's your second key to the game, and third key for Scott City. They need to continue what's brought them to this 7-5 mark. Continue to work the ball in, kick it out, and get those high percentage shots. Those are your keys to the game. Once again, tonight's officials here. Whitney Blevins is one of those. Also, trying to get the other two here real quickly as we go on through the night here, but you get the idea here. Should be a fun one coming up. It'll be Scott City tonight in their home white unis. Navy blue numbers and letters and lighter blue trim. Colby in their own black uniforms with the white numbers and letters and the orange trim. It's Hoppy and Steckline tipping center, and Colby wins the tap, and we're underway. Jordan Jones with the basketball left side over to Cody Wright. Wright holds it. Now cut left side. Here's Coben Curry. Got underneath the basket. Tie ropes the sideline underneath the Hoppy, and Colby leads it early 2-0. 7:42 to go first quarter. So Colby with the first points of the evening. They're ranked number 8 in 3A. With it is Brody Steckline. Goes to his left, trying to go in on Hoppy. Pump fakes. Needs help. Throws it back out high to a safety valve to Junior Mason. Now up top, the Steckline from Cooper Irvin. 15 to shoot. Here's going to be Junior Mason. Gets a screen. Goes left. 17-footer. And we're tied at 2. Nice set screen. 2-2. 7:15 to go first quarter. First tie early on in this ball game. Here's Colby back the other way with it. On high, Jordan Jones guarded by Drew Metzger. Metzger has an early assignment on Jones. Jones spin move, drives left block, fadeaway, left baseline, rainbow shot. Oh, he knocked it down. Jones makes it 4-2. 6:47 to go first quarter. Both teams have hit their shots to begin the ball game. 25 to shoot. Irvin with it up top. And now 15 to shoot. Up top with it here is Mason. Whistle, and they're going to call an illegal screen out high. Radke commits the foul, first team foul, and the first turnover here with 6:23 to go first quarter. 4-2 lead here for Colby in the basketball back. Cade Youngman in the front court. Team that lost a lot of starters as well, of a team that went 12-10 a year ago. 5 of those losses to Goodland. Lob underneath to Jones, catches it, puts up a wild shot, but backside board Cody Wright, and it's 6-2 Colby. 6:04 to go first quarter. Jones with 2, Hoppy with 2, and Wright with 2 on the backside board. Entry feed into Steckline. He's going to be guarded by Hoppy. Now pump fakes on him, goes to his left, pivots, little hook shot. There's some contact, didn't get the foul call, and the rebound to Colby. My goodness, they let him play there. Here's Jones with it up top. Colby with an early 6-2 lead. A stop, pop, 3, short. Rebound, fight for it underneath. They're going to go whistle. Holding foul, says Whitney Blevins. Team foul number 2 on Colby. On Scott City, I beg your pardon, and the foul on Metzger is first. So Metzger with the foul. Team second. Colby yet to commit a foul. New 35 for the Eagles with 5:36 to go first quarter. Inbound up top. Hoppy will try a 3. Too strong. Rebound to Brody Steckline underneath for Scott City. Colby, or layup on the other end for Cooper Irvin, and Scott City beats Colby down the court 6-4. 5:24 to go first quarter, and a nice answer back for the Beavers. They're back to within 2. Jordan Jones with it. He'll drive in, knives his way through, leaves it too strong, and Junior Mesa collects his first rebound. Here comes Scott City back the other way, down 2. Metzger, and that's going to be a charge. And that's Metzger's second. Team foul number 3 on Scott City. 2 turnovers on offensive fouls on Scott City here in this first 3 minutes of this ball game. And now Coach Brian Gentry has to go to Ethan Froh, the 6'1 junior. So that will be Metzger, and that's a big loss defensive purposes, but Froh has provided some good defense for Scott City this year coming into tonight. 6-4 Colby lead in the basketball, 5 minutes to go first quarter. In that 65 points for against Garden City on Tuesday night, Colby did not hit a three-pointer in that ball game. Jones with it, pump fakes on a deep one, and now Avery Radke has that assignment. Bullet pass behind the defense, Coben Curry lays it up, and Colby leads at 8-4. 4:41 to go first quarter. And Colby's lead back up to 4. Here's Cooper Irvin with the dribble between the legs, drives in, left lane line, pivots, flips it up top. Steckline, put it on the floor, behind him to Ethan Froh. Froh will penetrate back up top to Irvin. 20 to shoot, 4:25 to work first quarter. Colby 8, Scott City 4. Mesa with it out high, gets it to Steckline, has to extend to it. Pump fakes on the 3, drives in, takes it strong, will put it up, leaves it short, and the rebound goes to Josiah Hoppy. Still no foul called on Colby as we're near the midway mark of this first quarter. They miss the layup on the other end by Wright, and here's Scott City back the other way. Irvin brings it across. 8-4, 4 minutes to go first quarter. Bounce pass right side to Steckline. Back up top, it'll go to Radke, left side to Ethan Froh. Cutting is Steckline, pump fakes, pivots, needs help, finds Irvin. I think it was either him or Mason. Now Irvin will stop and pop a 3. Yes! His 5th 3 of the year. He has 5 of Scott City's 7 points, and the Beavers to within 1 with 3:40 to go first quarter. Now that Jones into the front court, lost it, and turnover number 1 on Colby on his crossover. The Beavers looking for the first lead. Irvin to drive in, spin move, splits the defenders, couldn't get it to spin in, and the rebound to Colby as they'll push it wide open as Kirby down the Coben Curry. He tried to dunk it, he missed it from point blank, and Scott City back with the board with Avery Radke. And a whistle, and Coach Brian Gentry, time to settle the troops down with a 30-second timeout with 3:15 to go first quarter. Scott City down 8-7. Basketball presented here tonight by Scott City Pharmacy, Giftologist, Scott City Ice Center, Rotomix, Iron Insurance Partners, Rangers Financial Services, Our Brothers Auto Body Mechanic, Protect Spraying Service, Precision Ag and Seed Pokey, Feeders, Platinum H Insurance, Plain Jams, Perfect Auto Detailing, Pioneer Communications, New Life Market, Norder Supply, Miller Veterinary Clinic, Midwest Mixer, Metzger Family Farms, Low Tree Farms and Livestock, Lebanon and Tree Jackson Legal Group, and JF Beaver Advertising. It's 8-7, Scott City down by 1 to Colby here. Been a good start to this ball game, but the Beavers looking for the first lead once again. 3:15 to go first quarter. They have frustrated Jones a little bit. He's just 1 of 4 from the floor, but he's one of those kids that can take over a game. But Scott City has played some better defensive basketball as of late. And the Froh to inbound it in to Junior Mesa out of the timeout. 25 to shoot now. It's Radke driving and splits the defenders, puts it up, jaws the contact. Aiden Jocelyn for Colby entered the first time in the game, and he'll commit the foul, his first. And Scott City with a chance to tie it and take their first lead with Radke at the line. He had just 2 points against Goodland on Tuesday night, but did a lot of other things in that game. And the free throw was knocked down, and our second tie of the game is at 8-8. In is Nathan Cates. He had 11 points against Garden City on Tuesday night off the bench as he replaces Cade Youngman. 3:10 to go first quarter. Scott City and Colby tied at 8. Radke's second. Good. The Beavers last 5 of the ball game and have their first lead of the game, 9-8. Radke, 80% free throw shooter. Scott City's gotten better at the line. They're now 67% as a team coming into the night. Jones out high. Reed Felker, who came in on that last time out in there. Now Irvin has Jones. Goes around him. Does Jones lays it up. And that is, a blocking foul as Felker hit the deck hard. And that foul is going to be on Felker, his first. Team foul number 4. Boy, that was a good effort by Felkers. He's a little shaken up. I think got hit in the chest more than anything else. And they're going to have him exit. Mickey Gossman out for a fourth straight game for Scott City, so Brendan Cook will come in, and Felker very shaken up after that play. Jones at the line, 70% on the year there. Colby as a team, 58%. Free throw for Jones is good, and we have our third tie of the game at 9. 2:55 to go third quarter. That breaks the mini 5-0 Scott City run. They're going to go check Felker, hope he's okay. He took a hard shot there on that charge attempt, and Jones sinks them both, and Colby back on top, 10-9. Caleb Dixon, a 5'9 senior in. He'll be in for Cody Wright. Colby up by 1, 10-9, 2:55 to go first quarter. Irvin with it in the front court left. He'll be guarded by Dixon up top to Brendan Cook, and now Radke here is Ethan Froh, wants to penetrate. Steps back. Irvin pump fakes. Now back to Froh. Holds it now to Cook. Drives left side. Now trying to get it left corner, but ripped away that time by Cates, and a turnover and a foul. Radke's first, team foul number 5, and we're going to get 2 free throws on for Colby here with 2:31 to go first quarter. Correction, that's the second on Radke, and now Radke with 2 and Metzger with 2, and boy, that's 2 starters of 2 fouls hurts. And 2 free throws coming up for Nathan Cates. He's a 25% free throw shooter. Aiden Trango to check in after this free throw, and it's good, 11-9 Colby. Just 1 foul on Colby. Sophomore checks in for Radke, and Scott City with 2 of their top defenders right now with foul trouble with 2. That changes the whole dynamic of the game. Second free throw short right to the hands of Junior Mesa. 11-9 Colby. They have the 2-point lead. Scott City with the ball. Caston Wren in for the first time, the senior. 2:20 to go first quarter. Aiden Tarango now to Junior Mesa. Mesa up top to Brendan Cook. Scott City playing with 3 reserves. Off a screen, here's Tarango. Oh, hesitation. Quickly defending was Colby up top to Irvin. Guarded by Jones. 12 to shoot. Wants to drive in on Jones. Goes to his right. Leans in. Pivots. Pump fakes. And they call it travel. Guess he picked up his pivot foot. Turnover number 4 is Brody Steckline back in for Brendan Cook. 11-9 Colby with the lead in the ball back. They have the last 3 points of the ball game. Felker back on the bench. That's a good sign. Hopefully he's okay. 2 minutes to go first quarter. Jones with it. Pass the front court right to Caleb Dixon. Dixon back to Jones. And now back to Dixon. He'll try a deep 3. Crawls off. Rebound fought for. Boy, in the hands of Colby. They're waving, and it's a travel before that. And a tough break there for Colby. That's their second turnover. Curry was getting ready to take it to the rack there. In is going to be Josiah Hoppy. Reed Felker back into the Scott City lineup. Cooper Irvin exits. 1 minute 44 to go first quarter. 11-9 Colby. We've been stuck there for, well, it feels like a while, but it's only been about 40 seconds. Left side, Caston Wren with it. Up top, Steckline to Felker. Now cutting right side toward the baseline was Wren up top. Now to Junior Mesa. 18 to shoot, looking to drive in. Guarded by Cates. Out high now. Goes to Aiden Tarango. Lob into Felker just outside the foul line. Behind him to Junior Mesa. Stops, pops a 17-footer. No good. Rebound. Felker underneath. Pumps, fakes, goes up, and we're tied at 11. Felker cleans up the miss and ties the game up for the 4th time at 11. 69 first quarter seconds to go. And now a 3 launched left wing for Dixon, no. Rebound, Aiden Tarango backside. The Beavers looking to retake the lead under a minute to go. They push it across. Wren, right corner. Mesa, stop and pop 3. That one misses everything. Rebound and ripped away by Colby's Nathan Cates in the end off a deflection. Here comes Colby in transition. Will stop and go. Weaving his way through. Cates misses it short. Steckline grabs the board for Scott City, his second rebound. 11-11, 35 seconds. 7 seconds at least between game clock and shot clock. Mesa pivots underneath. Oh, he travels. Or no. That's going to be called a holding foul. That's a second team foul on Scott City. Jordan Jones called with a holding foul, and that shuts the shot clock off. 11-all with 31.1 to go first quarter. You kind of heard the moans and groans really kind of both sides. Steckline turn around, a little flip shot. Denton's on the back iron. No. Rebound, Felker gets it swatted out of there, but rebound right back to Caston Wren. Scott City will reset. 15 seconds to go first quarter. We're tied at 11. Been a wild first quarter here. Mesa out high with it. Goes around Nathan Cates. Takes to the rack. His shot is short. Rebound, Felker with a third offensive board. Back to Mesa. Left lane line. No. Rebound, Tringo. Yes! Amongst the trees, and it's 13-11. And that stolen away. Wren's three is going to be waved off. But Scott City will take a 2-point lead going into the second quarter at 13-11 in a wild first quarter affair. Back in a minute for the second quarter. This is Scott City basketball.
Every decision matters. You wouldn't trust a doctor to give your family a one-size-fits-all prescription, and seed shouldn't be one-size-fits-all either. At Circle C Farms, we've partnered with Beck's, America's largest family-owned seed company serving farmers for 5 generations. With Beck's, you get more than seed. You get commitment rewards, early order, and quantity discounts with flexible, low-rate financing options. Circle C Farms and Beck's, family to family, growing the future together.
BBN is sponsored by Circle C Farms, Iron Insurance Partners, David Post, Norder Supply, R Brothers Auto Body and Mechanic, Scott City Eye Center, R6 Ag, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Scooters Coffee, The Cottages at Garden City.
Lender.
It's Scott City's ball to begin the second quarter, just underway. 13-11 Beaver lead in the ball. 7:50 to go first half. With it is Brody Steckline, and now up top to Junior Mesa. Colby had 3 turnovers in that first quarter, shot 4 of 12. Scott City shot 5 of 14, 4 turnovers and 5 fouls. Wren with it left corner. Beavers led by Cooper Irvins, 5 points and a whistle and a foul. Away from the ball, that's going to be on Scott City, I guess, with a offensive foul. Out of their 6 fouls, 3 have been offensive side, and Steckline with his first foul. 7:38 to go first half as Avery Radke returns to the lineup. Interesting call there. And out will be Steckline. But Avery Radke back in with his 2 fouls. Early second quarter, 13-11. Inbound in, it goes to Cody Wright. Colby was led in that first quarter by Jordan Jones with 4, and several others with 2. Up top of the Josiah Hopping, we got a foul away from the ball. It looks like some kid's young basketball rolled out on the court. You can't play with that ball. So, play stops, 22 to shoot. Somebody's ball rolled down the stairs and onto the court. So we're back to action. And now floater by Jones, and we're tied at 13. He has 6. Our 5th tie of the game. 7:15 to go first half. And now Radke on the other end, wide open 3, leaves it short. Felker. And they got a foul underneath, I guess, on Scott City's Caston Reed Felker, his second. And team foul number 2 in the period. Scott City with 1-3 in the game. As Brendan Cook in for Felker. So Radke, Metzger, and Felker each with 2 fouls. 7:10 to go first half. Already 2 fouls on Scott City in this period, none on Colby. The fouls have been 7-2. Been a little lopsided, but that's the way it is. Scott City's been aggressive, maybe a little too aggressive, but now Jordan Jones sees an alley. Blocked by Cook, and the rebound comes out of nowhere to block that one. Rebound to Scott City Red. Here's Tarango pushing it left corner to Mesa for a 3. No. Rebound, long rebound at high, and it's Hoppy. Fins off Wren, and he will miss a dunk, and the rebound to Radke. 15-13, 6:35 to go first half. And now Radke, this one is rimming off for 3. Rebound to Cade Youngman. So we're tied at 13, and Youngman with it into the front court for the Eagles. Up top to Jordan Jones. Jones guarded by Wren, looking to shake him off. Drives and flips it to his right to Wright. Cody Wright underneath, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound Brendan Cook. He's been big in this first half for Scott City. Tied at 13. We've played 2 minutes in the second quarter. Scott City on a 2-minute plus drought. Colby's got the only points of the period so far. Aiden Tarango with it. Looks for a cutter. Finds Junior Mesa. Pump fakes guarded tightly by Wright. He kind of puts his hands on him, but not enough for a foul call. Up top, here's Tarango. 13 to shoot. Now flips it to Brendan Cook. Cook back to Junior Mesa. He'll penetrate. Drives in. They're going to call it travel. And that'll be turnover number 6 on Scott City. Cooper Irvin in for Scott City. Aiden Jocelyn in for Colby. Out will be Josiah Hoppy, and then Aiden Tarango out for the Beavers. Ethan Froh returns to the lineup for Caston Wren. So we're still stuck at 13, but the Beavers kind of been shooting themselves in the foot here in this second quarter. And also Brody Steckline in for Brendan Cook. 5:41 to go first half. Scott City's going to go man-to-man full court press. Youngman now, it's Cody Wright with it. Back over to Jordan Jones. Jones guarded by Irvin when they get across half court now. Goes right with a pass to Cade Youngman. 5:28 to go second quarter. We're tied at 13. Back to Youngman, looking for a cutter. Back up top. Aiden Jocelyn, he'll try a three. It's off the heel. Rebound, Avery Radke, who picks up his third rebound. Scott City's done a pretty good job on the boards. And now Froh catch and shoot on the other end for a three. Way strong on that one. Rebound tipped around, and it's into the hands of Wright for Colby. So another one and done for Scott City on a quick possession. With 5 minutes to go first half. Wright goes right to Jones. He'll pull up over Radke and Lee. Oh, it bounces in. He has 8. 15-13, 4:50 to go first half. Underneath, here's Steckline. Pump fake, hangs. Tough shot, no good. Rebound tipped around, and here's Cody Wright on the run for Colby. Boy, threw some contact that time in transition. Wright misses a layup in the Steckline board here for Scott City. Kind of said that a lot here. Missing a rebound defensively, and then pushing foul. That'll be on Coben Curry his first as he bumped Irvin. Team foul number 1 on Colby in the quarter. There's a trio of black-shirted Eagles at the scores table to check in. Nathan Cates, Caleb Dixon, and Josiah Hoppy. Out will be Cody Wright, Cade Youngman, and also Aiden Jocelyn. New 35 on the shot clock for the Beavers. Down by 2 off the screen here. Inbound, here's Junior Mesa driving in. Jump stops in the paint. It's a foul on the floor. And another foul on Colby, their second in the period. Caleb Dixon, his first. Mesa to inbound it. 15-13 Colby, 4:27 to go first half. Lob into Steckline, catches it, puts it up. Little contact late, no. Rebound, Caleb Dixon. Here comes Colby with 3-on-2 numbers. Going around Radke is Jones in and out. Rebound, might have been offensive goaltending as well, but Radke did grab the board nonetheless, his 4th rebound. In transition, Froh will drive right side, cut off, needs help. Back up top to Radke and now to Junior Mesa. Midway second quarter, Scott City hasn't scored in 4 minutes. It's 15-13. Here's Mesa up top. Fires a straightaway triple. Yes! Finally a 3 for him. His 30th of the year gives Scott City a 16-15 lead. 3:47 to go first half. Our 4th lead change of the half. And ends a long drought for the Beavers. 3:38 to go second quarter. Back up top, here's Jones driving in. Used his forearm to get some separation, and he has 10 as he scores at 17-16. 3:25 to go first half. 5th lead change of the night. With it up top is Steckline. 3:15 to go first half. 17-16 Colby. Nice pass into Steckline. Catches it. No good. Got the rebound, and finally a foul called off the rebound. That's Caleb Dixon with the call, his second. Boy, it looked like a lot of contact with Hoppy, but the officials determined that he went straight up, and so hence no foul call on him. And so Steckline struggling still scoreless in this first half. 3rd team foul on Colby. Beavers down by 1. Mesa with 5 points up top. Here's Froh. Gets it into Steckline, catches it. Power dribble now needs help. Pivots in the paint, now kicks it out high to Irvin. Gets a screen. A little pick and roll action. Here's jump stop layup, no good, but Steckline got his own rebound. Goes around Hoppy. Can't get that one to go as well, and Hoppy with the board. Man, tough break there. Steckline can't buy a basket. 2:44 to go first half. 17-16 Colby with the lead in the ball. Jones drives in, spin move, hangs, shoots, bank shot wide left. But the rebound, the Curry goes up, can't get it, but he's got 2 free throws. Team foul number 3 on Scott City, and that's going to be the 3rd on Avery Radke. 2:35 to go first half. So Scott City playing with some serious foul trouble. Radke with 3. Metzger has been on the bench since his 2 fouls in the first quarter. Curry at the line knocks the free throw down to give Colby an 18-16 lead with 2:35 to go first half. Colby at the line tonight, now 4 of 5. Scott City 2 of 2. Radke just 2 points off from the foul line, but he's now on the bench. Second free throw no good. Steckline secures the board. He has a 6th rebound already the first half. Now Brendan Cook knifing down the lane. His layup no good, but he gets fouled. And Josiah Hoppy caught with a foul, his first, team foul number 4. And a nice strong move by Brendan Cook, who checked in for Radke. And that's the final foul to give of the quarter for Colby. It leads at 18-16. Inbound into Irvin, up top to Fro, now to Brody Steckline, swinging around to Mesa, drives the left baseline underneath, wraparound out high to Irvin. Ball fake, 2:18 to go first half now to Brendan Cook. Puts on the floor once, then kicks it out to Ferro, now up top to Irvin. 20 to shoot for Scott City, down 2, 2:10 to go first half. Irvin will stop and pop a 3 for the lead, off to the right. And that time, rebound, Jordan Jones gets it knocked out of his hands by Brendan Cook. It'll belong to Colby with a 2-point lead. Approaching the 2-minute mark, second quarter, 18-16 Colby. They have outscored Scott City 7-3 in the second quarter. Back his way in his hoppy around. Cook puts it up, and he's got 4. 20-16 for Colby. 1:48 to go first half. That matches their largest lead. Irvin draws a foul on Caleb Dixon. That's his 3rd, and that'll send Irvin to the line as that's Colby's 5th team foul of the period. With 1:45 to go first half. Colby has 7 seniors on their roster this year. Irvin to the line. He has 5 first half points. Scott City's 2nd trip to the line tonight. First of 2 is crawling in there, 20-17. 1:45 to go first half. Cody Wright back in, and Aiden Tarango in for Ethan Farrow. Second free throw coming up here for Irvin, who has team high 6 points in the first half. And it's off to the right. Rebound Eagles. 20-17 is your score. Colby with the lead and the ball. 95 seconds to go first half. Jordan Jones hesitates, drives to his right, pulls up, right block, and banks it home. He has 12. 22-17, 1:28 to go first half. And Colby, that's their largest lead of the game at 5. Scott City's largest lead of the game has been at 2. We've had 5 lead changes, 5 ties. Here's Aiden Tarango now to Cooper Irvin. Up top, Junior Mesa fires a 3. Yes! He has 2 threes in the period at 8. It's 22-20, 1:07 to go first half. Scott City with 3 triples in this opening period. Or half a play, excuse me. Final minute of the second quarter. Into the front court with it as Jordan Jones goes right over to Nathan Cates. Nice cut to Curry. Blocked out of there by Brendan Cook. He's had a couple emphatic blocks in this first half. Coben Curry tried to lay it up around him, but couldn't. 23 to shoot, 53 seconds to go first half. Colby inbounds it into Hoppy. Puts up a tough shot, and he banked it home for his 6-point. Doubles up their lead, 24-20, 45 seconds to go first half. And here's Irvin back the other way, pulls it back out. It's about 12 seconds between game clock and shot clock. Now Aiden Tarango back up top to Irvin, goes right side to Mesa. 20 to shoot, 32 seconds to go first half. Brendan Cook holds it. Now puts it on the floor a couple times. Nice cut underneath. Oh, a low pass. And Steckline trying to cut to the ball, and Scott City's 7th turnover of the half. Right idea, execution out there. 26.4 to go first half. Colby's ball in a 24-20 lead. Official having a long talk with Jordan Jones for whatever reason. I don't know if something was said, but all right. Nathan Cates with it. But Jones starting to heat up. He has 8 in this quarter, 12 for the half. He has the ball now, guarded by Irvin. Irvin doesn't have a foul. He can afford to give up one. Scott City has 3 fouls this quarter now. Jones will take it all the way. Hangs, shoots, and gets the soft bounce. 26-20 with 5 seconds to go first half with 3. Here's Mesa. Loses it 1 second. Will throw up a half-court heave. It's going to be well short, and that's your halftime. 26-20, Colby leads it as they outscored Scott City 15-7 in that second quarter to take a 6-point lead at the break. We'll come back in 3 minutes with your halftime show. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Deckmart Furniture and
Fairleigh
Appliances.
Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City Youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
First National Bank of Scott City. One of the few places left that you could call today and speak with a person and be greeted at the door with a friendly face. Come see us at First National Bank, where you will feel at home. Let us help you with your banking needs, whether it be setting up a checking account, savings account, CD, or getting a loan for that new vehicle or home you have been dreaming about. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Cooperative.
The Scott Recreation Commission invites you to come get fit in their fitness center. No matter what your focus is, the Scott Recreation Commission features a wide variety of fitness activities, including free weights and cardio. With an affordable membership, you're able to access not only the fitness area, but also group fitness classes. Find out your workout opportunities at the Scott Recreation Commission Fitness Center, 912 Jefferson Street in Scott City. You can also sign up online at scottrec.org.
Looking for a bank that puts you first? Welcome to Western State Bank, where customer service is a top priority. At Western, we know the value of face-to-face interactions, and we are committed to making each visit better than the last. Enjoy a small bank style of business with the convenience of big bank technology. Western State Bank has been locally owned and family managed for over 50 years, and we're here to stay. No surprises, no sudden changes, just reliable, consistent service. Switch today and experience exceptional service. Western State Bank, banking with a personal touch. Member FDIC.
Since 1950, Pioneer Communications has been right here in Western Kansas, connecting your community. We're more than an internet company. We're your neighbors, your friends, your local business partner. For 75 years, we've been dedicated to delivering the experience you deserve, providing high-speed internet, reliable connections, and unwavering support for families, schools, and business. Wherever life leads you, Pioneer Communications, where connection counts, being local makes a difference, and community comes first.
When life is stressing you out, you need a wireless provider who doesn't. At United, you get simple and honest plans with coverage you can count on. For the past 20 years, we've kept you connected with the best wireless service in Southwest Kansas, and to celebrate, we're giving you 3 months free to help you stress less and stay close to what matters most. Switch to United for simple and honest plans, powerful coverage, and a local service that only United can deliver. Thank you for trusting United for the past 20 years. Visit getunited.com/radio or stop by our local United store today. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
It's time for the Precision Ag and Seed Halftime Show. Precision Ag and Seed is a proud supporter of all Scott City activities.
26-20, Colby leads it here at the break on Scott City here as we've reached halftime here. And once again, Scott City trailing here by 6 of the break, their largest deficit. Colby would outscore the Beavers 15-7 in that second quarter. Scott City only had 2 field goals. They went over almost 6.5 minutes without a field goal. Well, I take that back. How about they went about 5 minutes without a field goal in that first half or second quarter. From the end of the first, they took a 13-11 lead, and then Colby took a lead 15-13. Scott City up 16-15, and then a 5-0 run, and Colby has slowly built their lead up to their largest lead of the break at 26-20. Jordan Jones, 14 points for Colby in the first half. Josiah Hoppy's added 6. 2 for Cody Wright, 3 for Coben Curry, 1 for Nathan Cates for the Eagles. They had just 3 turnovers and 1 steal. They had 12 defensive rebounds, 3 offensive boards for a total of 15 rebounds. For Scott City, they battled a lot of foul trouble in that first half. Drew Metzger only played the first couple minutes of the game. He picked up 2 quick fouls. Leading the way for the Beavers was Junior Mace with 8. He had a couple of threes, 6 for Cooper Irvin. And that's 14 of their 20 points. And then you had Aiden Tarango, Avery Radke, and Reed Felker each with 2 points in the first half. The Beavers had 8 fouls in the first half. They had 7 turnovers, a couple of steals. They had 12 defensive rebounds, 6 offensive boards for a total of 18 rebounds unofficially. They were right there with some second, third, and fourth chance opportunities. Couldn't get them to finish at times in the first half as they trailed 26-20 at the break. Those aren't falling tonight for the Beavers. They were the other nights. That's just kind of how it goes sometimes here. But still plenty of game left. Come back in 3 minutes with the rest of your first half. Scott City down by 6 to Colby at the break, 26-20. This is Beaver basketball.
Great Western Tire of Scott City is available for tire repair and replacement, oil changes, tire rotation, balancing, alignment, and bulk fuel delivery to keep your equipment going. They also offer 24-hour emergency service calls. Deckmart Furniture and Appliances. At Deckmart, they offer a variety of quality furniture, including sofas, recliners, lift chairs, dining sets, bars, bar stools, mattresses, and more. They carry GE and Speed Queen appliances and are happy to quickly service what they sell with a local repairman. Great Western Tire and Deckmart Furniture and Appliances. Small-time friendliness with big city service and quality.
We've all been there. The moment you realize the smell might be you. Stress sweat, long day sweat, it's hot outside sweat, they all give the same impression. According to the Cleveland Clinic, bathing once a day and applying deodorant consistently goes a long way. Bathing regularly doesn't only help with the smell, but it helps with your confidence and overall well-being. When you bathe, you remove the odor-causing bacteria on your skin. Don't be the smell, bathe well. Take care of your body odor and use proper hygiene.
Axis Seed Red Barn is your locally owned and operated Axis Seed independent regional company, using local data to bring you top performing seed, fertility, and biological products tested and proven to perform right here in Western Kansas. Axis Seed, your farm and your future. That's our focus.
Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Words like history and tradition are often used to describe the Scott City Beavers. With their roots in farming, NAU Country Insurance Company and Western Kansas Insurance have been built on these principles as well. We sit in the farmer's shoes and know both the risk and rewards of farming. With a long and trusted history in the crop insurance industry, WKIS and NAU Country are top rated for financial strength and stability. Contact Western Kansas Insurance at 620-872-5866 today. NAU Country Insurance Company and Western Kansas Insurance are equal opportunity providers.
Mila and Grandpa have you covered.
All right, we're back here inside the Scott Community Event Center. Halftime here of 26-20 for the Colby Eagles over the Scott City Beavers. As Colby with the lead here at the break. Shooting-wise, Colby shot 44% unofficially. And they were 11 of 25, 0 of 6 on threes, 11 of 19 on twos, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. And that's part of the reason 11 of 19 on two-point baskets, part of the reason why they're ahead right now. Scott City struggling from the field, just 25 or 28% at 7 of 25, 3 of 7 on threes, and 4 of 18 on twos. Boy, they've had a lot of looks underneath, but 3 of 4 from the line, and Scott City has been battling foul trouble all night with Avery Radke with 3 fouls, Drew Metzger with 2, and Reed Felker with 2. Colby has had one in foul trouble. Caleb Dixon, who had 3 fouls. The Beavers will head back on the court tomorrow night. They'll be at Hugoton. They'll take on the Eagles there in a tough environment there. A ranked team in 4A. Colby is ranked number 8, I believe it is, in Class 3A. Colby tomorrow night will return home to face the Ulysses Tigers up at the Colby Event Center. Interesting, the 5 Colby kids are around one official over on the far side. Looks like it's going to be Colby's basketball to begin the third quarter. The Beavers will roll out Avery Radke, Cooper Irvin, Brody Steckline, Junior Mason, and Drew Metzger. Colby has Jordan Jones, also Cade Youngman, Cody Wright, Josiah Hoppy, and Coben Curry. And it'll be Colby's ball here in this third quarter. So we're ready to get going here for this second half. And here we go. 6-point Colby lead. They had the last 4 points of the ball game. Jones with it. He'll be guarded by Metzger, who sat most of the first half with 2 fouls early in that first quarter. Cody Wright up top and a miscommunication, and the Eagles with their 4th turnover. Reed Stevens, head coach for Colby, took over for his father, Tom. Stevens, a 2013 Colby High graduate. Here's Drew Metzger with it up top to Avery Radke. Left side, Cooper Irvin trying to feed it into Steckline, catches it. He's scoreless. Bullet pass right side to Junior Mesa, who leads the Beavers with 8. Trying to get around the screen now up top to Metzger through his hands, and then almost stolen away. 14 to shoot. The ball will be inbounded right in the backcourt for Scott City. Colby will pick him up across half court, or maybe, as I say that. Mesa guarded backcourt near for a little bit by Wright. Now gets a screen as Mesa goes to his left. 8 to shoot. Nice give and go to Steckline, the layup. Oh, it spins out. Goodness gracious. Steckline cannot buy a basket, and Colby back the other way. Jones with it, goes around Irvin underneath the basket. May have almost stepped out of bounds. Right back to Jones. Pump fakes on the 3. Pulls up for the mid-range, and soft bounce no. Metzger tips it into the hands of Avery Radke. Jones had a good look there, and Metzger with the board. Scott City down 6:50 to go third quarter. Up top, it'll go to Junior Mesa, looking to drive in. Good man-to-man defense by Colby. Up top, Irvin now to Steckline. Steckline, you just got to keep shooting here if you get the opportunity here. Mesa, 13 to shoot, steps back, launches a 3, and buries it that time over the 6'6" Hoppy. He has 3 threes at 11, and it's a 3-point Colby lead. 6:29 to go third quarter, 26-23. So Scott City's deficit cut in half on that 3 for Mesa. He has 3 of Scott City's 4 triples in the game. Colby yet without a 3-pointer here. Nice cut to the basket. Coben Curry with an easy 2. He has 5, 28-23, 6:12 to go third quarter. Brody Steckline now at high. Avery Radke will launch a 3. Yes, he's got one. His 25th of the year. Pulls the Beavers to within 2. 28-26, 5:56 to go third period of play. And Scott City with their last 4 field goals, all from downtown. Driving in, that time is Youngman. Back up top to Wright. They're working around the perimeter left side. In the corner it goes to Cade Youngman. 14 to shoot now, and bullet pass into Curry. He'll drive in over Steckline. Gets it to sneak in. Curry with the basket. He has 7. 30-26, 5.5 to go third quarter. Underneath here's Irvin. Pump fakes, and he'll be called for the travel, and that'll be Scott City's 8th of the game. (30-26). Colby up by 4 with the ball back. 5:20 to go third quarter. Curry with it. They're working around to Hoppy. Left baseline, we got a whistle. A foul away from the ball. And now the 2 officials are going to tuck this over. I'm going to call the holding foul on Drew Metzger. Wow. His 3rd. Team foul number 1 off the inbounds. Hoppy 3, no. Rebound Avery Radke. Back to action, 30-26. 5:05 to go third quarter. Didn't know what was going on there for a while. They initially called an offensive foul on Colby, and then I think he realized it was a foul on Scott City. And of course, that was Scott City's side of the court in the first half. So correction by the official. Radke pulls that mid-range right side. Buries it. He's got the last 5 for the Beavers. just their 5th 2-point baskets, 30-28, 4:45 to go third quarter. Scott City pulling back to within a couple once again here. But the teams have traded baskets here in this third quarter so far, here in the first 3+ minutes. And it goes to Coben Curry. Goes around, trying to go around Steckline, looks, throws it up top to Hoppy, right, left corner to Jones. 15 to shoot, guarded by Irvin. Goes around and pulls up from 15, left baseline, and swishes it for his 16th point. Colby wants a full timeout as they go up 32-28. 4:20 to go third quarter. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Miller Veterinary Clinic in Scott City loves to take care of your large and small animals as much as you love caring for them. Dr. Callista Miller and staff provide...
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet and GMC dealership in Scott City.
BBN is sponsored by Vogelmore Family Farms, Western State Bank, Scott Co-op, Scott County Hospital, Chaplain Real Estate, State Farm, White's Food Liner, Backyard Blooms and Garden Center.
32-28 Colby answers back every time Scott City has scored. We're down to 4:15 to go third quarter out of the Eagle timeout. Scott City basketball. Out high with it is Cooper Irvin. The Eagles stay man-to-man. Left side it goes now to Steckline from Avery Racky. Nice pass underneath the Metzger, and it went off of Metzger's leg and out of bounds, and turnover number 9. So Colby with the ball looking to extend their lead. They've had as big a lead as 6 in the ball game. It's currently at 4 at the midway mark of this third quarter at 32-28. Jordan Jones leading all scorers with 16. Mesa leading Scott City with 11. Coben Curry right corner to Nathan Cates, who's in the lineup. Back up top, and now Hoppy will try a 3. Rimming in and out, but right there is Cates, and now Metzger commits foul number 4 on the push. And he has had very little activity tonight because of foul trouble. He picks up his second foul this quarter and 4th of the ball game. It's a foul on the floor. It'll be Colby's ball with 3:48 to go third quarter. Colby gets a foul this period, and they have the ball. Another opportunity for them to extend their lead. Radke with good defense, and then Irvin steals it as he hits the deck. Colby's 5th turnover. Good defensive play by Irvin and also Radke. Up top, Cooper Irvin guarded by Jones. Into Steckline, mid-post left. Nice cut. Here's Irvin, lays it up, blocked it. A pushing foul on Nathan Cates. That'll be his first and the first team foul of the quarter on Colby with 3:33 here in the third quarter. As 2 free throws coming up here for Irvin. He's 1 out of 2 at the line. Scott City tonight 3 of 4. Colby is 4 of 6 here in a 4-point game. Free throw good. Irvin was 7 points, 32-29. 3:33 here in the third. Trying to make this a 4-point game, or 2-point game, excuse me, and he does. Irvin matches his game high from Tuesday night, 32-30. 3.5 to go third quarter. Something tells me we might be in for a wild finish in this one. Here's Jordan Jones, stops and pops a 3 on the trail, no. And the rebound to Ethan Froh. Cooper Irvin will push it across. Froh with his first rebound underneath the stick line, and he finally gets one to drop home, and we're tied for the first time in this half and for the 6th time of the game at 32. 3:12 to go third quarter. The lid finally came off the rim for Steckline. And Scott City back even with the Eagles at 32. 3 minutes to go third quarter. Left corner to Nathan Cates up top. It'll go to Cody Wright. Hoppy, no, they swing it around the perimeter. Right corner it goes. And Cates for the lead. Too strong, Junior Mesa backside board for Scott City. 32 all. 2:48 to go. Mesa in the paint for the lead. Oh, he short-armed it. Rebound Coben Curry with his 5th rebound. Mesa had a good look there, but short-armed it. Now Jones races. Spin move, hang, shoots. Blocked by Steckline. Good grief, and a foul, says Whitney Blevins. Oh, my. Steckline with his 2nd foul. Team foul number 3 of the period, and Jones will go to the line to shoot 2. Scott City crowd didn't like that, and I think it was kind of on the attack down, and Jones hits the free throw to make it 33-32 Eagles, so 2:38 to go third quarter. As in is going to be Caleb Dixon for Cody Wright. 33-32. Second free throw for the senior Jones. That one rims in and out, a rare miss for him. And that's going to be last touch by Colby. It's going to be a Scott City ball. Okay, I didn't know for sure there. So Jones misses, and Scott City with an opportunity to retake the lead. Reed Felker in for Avery Radke, and it's going to be Ethan Froda inbounded as Colby's going to apply man-to-man full court pressure. 33-32 Colby, 2.5 to go third quarter. With it is Irvin. He'll take it across the 10-second line, guarded by Caleb Dixon, who has 3 fouls. Felker gives the screen, and now he has the ball as Scott City has a 5-out look. Up top with it is Irvin. He'll drive right side for lead. He gets a strip going up, and it'll be still Scott City basketball with 14 to shoot. 33-32 Colby. It's been a good one here. Beavers are not led by more than 2. Colby's led by 6. Inbound into Steckline, catches it, pivots to his right, bangs, throws it up, can't get it in the rebound. That went off of Colby, and it's going to be Scott City's basketball. Hoppy tried to get the rebound. There was a lot of contact underneath, and they let it play through. And it'll be Scott City's ball in the corner with 2:10 to go third quarter. Inbound end up top. It'll go to Cooper Irvin. Irvin with it out high. Now get a screen from Mesa. Catches it. Wanted to shoot the 3, but quickly guarded. He'll fire the deep 3 for the lead. Yes! Over Curry. His 14th point and his 4th 3. And Scott City has a 35-33 lead with 1:50 to go third quarter. Underneath, here's Coben Curry wrapped behind him, and an answer back 3 up. That one off to the left. Rebound, Junior Mesa put up by Dixon. Mesa races back the other way. He may take this one all the way. Jump stop, splits the defenders, goes up, shot is blocked. Rebound. Now rough corner, Fro for a 3. Too strong. Mesa and also Cates fight for the rebound. And tie-up will give Colby, or Scott City, the basketball with 92 third quarter seconds left. 35-33 Scott City ahead by 2. Mesa to lob it in to Felker. Ball is swatted. Felker will track it near half court. It gets swapped again and then picked back up. And now to Cooper Irvin. Scott City somehow saves the possession. They have 13 to shoot. Irvin backing his way in, pivots. Then throws it somehow to Steckline. Turns down the 3 with 8. Give and go to Fro. He'll just throw up a wild shot, and then he fouls on the other end on the rebound. That'll be Fro's first and the team's 4th. It's kind of like he rushed a shot on a desperation. He saw the shot clock winding down, and Scott City can't extend their lead past 2. 4th team foul in the period as Fro checks out, Caston Wren in, and now Aiden Tarango returns for Cooper Irvin. 35-33 Scott City, 1:12 here in this third quarter. It's been a wild affair. 6 ties, 6 lead changes. Jones to walk it across. He has 17, the game high. Gets a staggered straight up top. He'll drive right mid post. Jumper for the tie. Yes, he has 19, 35 all. Final minute of this third quarter. That's our 7th tie of the night. Up top, Reed Felker holds it now to Aiden Tarango. Trying to get a screen. Now into Reed Felker, backing his way in. Pump fakes on Coben Curry. Nice flip up and point blank. Couldn't get it. Got his own rebound. Gets harassed. And he throws it away. Turnover number 10 on Scott City. Did everything right there but finish. And then the layup by Cates, and Colby back on top. 37-35 with 30 seconds to go. Our 7th lead change, and the shot clock is off. So Colby with 4 in a row to take a 37-35 lead. 20 seconds to go third quarters. Mesa just barely got it across to avoid a 10 count. Now to Reed Felker. Caston Wren 14 seconds to work third period. Felker back up top to Mesa with 8, with 7. Now to Felker with 6. Scott City needs to go. Steckline with 4, with 3. Now Mesa off a screen with 2, with 1. And Scott City won't get it. They do get the shot up in time. It's going to be waved off. And not a well-executed third quarter by Scott City. 37-35 Colby after 3. Back in a minute for the fourth quarter. This is Beaver basketball.
I'm David Post, and I live right here in Scott City. I'm proud to help my neighbors protect their homes, farms, and businesses, because this is my community too. At Iron Insurance Partners, we're here for you on game day and every day. helping you protect what matters most because your hometown is our hometown. Give us a call or stop by today.
Nextech Wireless has been offering superior coverage to Kansans for close to 20 years. My, how things have changed. Bringing us to modern technology we trust and depend on. Rain or shine, wind or snow, we'll be there. Because we live here too. We're investing in our communities and connecting Kansans. It's not a gimmick, it's our guarantee.
Opportunity provider.
37-35 Colby lead in their ball to begin the fourth quarter as they scored the last 2 points in the final minute. Leading the way for the Beavers tonight, Junior Mesa 14-19 for Jordan Jones. And he has the ball as they'll take it across half court to begin the fourth quarter. Drew Metzger has 4 fouls. Avery Radke has 3 for Scott City. Foul trouble for Colby. Cabe Dixon has 3. Right corner, Wright's with it. Now back up top. It'll go to Jordan Jones. They'll skip it over left side. Ball fake. Here's Cade Youngman. Now Hoppy, Curry, Youngman. 7:39 to go. Jones pump fakes. Now he'll fire the 3. Leaves it short. Rebound, Brody Steckline. He has 9 rebounds tonight. Colby still without a 3. And now Steckline gets fouled. A push on Colby. Their first of the fourth quarter. I think they're going to get that on Youngman. That is his first. This is a tightly contested ball game here. 37-35 Colby. 7 ties, 7 lead changes. 7:29 to go. Irvin to trigger it in. Avoid the 5 count. Gets it to Junior Mesa out high. Mesa. Steckline back to Mesa. Drives the left baseline. Pump fakes. Pulls up for the tie. No. Rebound Colby. With it is Coben Curry. He has 6 boards tonight for the Eagles. Scott City has gotten a little cold here as of late. And now Jones will travel with it, and that'll be turnover number 6 through a little contact there with 7:10 to go. Scott City down by 2, back with the basketball. First minute of this fourth quarter, already been a lot of action. Nobody has scored yet. Now here is Metzger back in with 4 fouls with the ball. Irvin ball fake. Pump fakes a couple times, finds Steckline just outside the foul line, takes a straightaway jumper, swish. We're tied for the 8th time, 37, 6:45 to go. And a big basket for Steckline. He's hit 2 out of his last 3 shots. 37's on the board, 6:35 to go. Cody Wright with it. Joan on a pick, it's a loose ball picked up by Mesa, still loose, and then Scott City picks it up back-to-back Colby turnovers. Irvin to push it. He'll go right down Main Street. Layup blocked out of there by Josiah Hoppe. It'll still stay Beaver basketball with 6:24 to go and 30 to shoot. 37-37 your score. Mesa to inbound it. Lob it into Radke. Makes the catch. Bounces it to Steckline up top. Steckline 2 dribbles. Now a screen for Mesa in the corner. Drives the right baseline. Lost it. And back into Steckline, trying to catch it, and we're going to get a tie-up. It'll still be Scott City's ball with 6:14 to go, 20 to shoot. Still locked up at 37. Mesa to trigger it in. Gets it into Steckline, goes to his left. Now out high to Irvin, left wing, 15 to shoot. The screen goes to his right. He'll take it to the rack. Pump fakes, hangs, shoots, banks it in. We're at 39-37. Irvin with a career-high tying 10 points. 6 minutes to go. We're tied at 39. 39-37, excuse me. Scott City, the 8th lead change of the night. Metzger guarding Jones out high. Tightly ball poked out, but from behind by Mesa, 21 to shoot. And gutsy defense by Metzger out high with his 4 fouls. As I mentioned, Cooper Irvin tied his career high with that basket with 10. Gave Scott City the lead back. We've had 8 ties and 8 lead changes. Left corner, it's Josiah Hoppe up top to Coben Curry. 5:44 to go, 2-point Beaver lead, 39-37. Cody Wright with it, dribbles it out high. He'll be guarded by Irvin, goes left with the pass to Curry. 8 to shoot. Curry still holding it, 6 with 5, and now Here's 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Hoppy, a three for the lead. Bank too strong. The rebound loose. And Colby somehow gets the basketball out high. Two Beavers fought for it. Jones for the lead. Short, long rebound. This time it's Radke. 5:16 to go. 39-37. Metzger with it. Back up top. Radke slows it down for the Beavers. And now Irvin for the career high. No. Rebound fought for. Jones and Steckline tie up for it. It's going to be Colby's basketball on the possession arrow. That was a good look for Irvin. As Colby will bring back in Nathan Cates and Caleb Dixon. That'll be Cade Youngman and Cody Wright. Scott City cannot get past that 2-point lead threshold in this ball game. Colby's now led by more than 6 in this game as we're at the 5-minute mark. 39-37 Eagles lead, or trail. And with the basketball, Nathan Cates to Coben Curry, right corner to Dixon. Back now, Dixon for the three-pointer. No. Rebound, Junior Mesa. Still 39-37, Scott City. 4:40 to work. Mesa with his team high 14 with the ball. Now up top to Steckline. One dribble, hands it off to Radke. Back to Mesa. He'll penetrate left side. Jump stop, layup. Yes, it spins in. 41-37, a 6-0 run in this fourth quarter. Beavers call time with 4:31 to go. We'll come back in a minute. This is Scott City basketball.
The dedicated team at Norder Supply is passionate about assisting our customers in achieving maximum net return per acre. That is how we define our success. Through unparalleled agronomic advice and best-in-class customer service, you can depend on us to do what is best for your operation. Ask them today about their spot-on service and how it can fill your needs. Norder Supply. Plain talk, exceptional results.
Oh my god, someone just sent me a friend request. Do you know them? No, it looks real, and they sent me a link.
According to the FBI, there are 859,000 complaints a year about internet crime. From these crimes, over $66 billion are lost. This is a 33% increase from 2023. A way to prevent internet crime is to choose strong passwords and two-step authorization. People would like to know about cyber safety to protect their kids from cyberbullying and identity fraud. If you get hacked, contact the police.
Mix 94.5 KSKL Scott City, powered by Wheatland Electric, committed to improving the lives of their members and the community they serve. Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
41-37. Scott City's largest lead of the game is at 4. Colby ball out of the Scott City timeout. 4:25 to go in this one. Coben Curry up top. Ball fake back out high to Nathan Cates. I think that was a good timeout for both teams. It's been a high-energy game here tonight. Scott City with a 4-point lead, their largest of the night, 15 to shoot. Cates with it, guarded by Irvin. Skips it left corner. Here's Caleb Dixon with 10 to shoot. Looking to feed it in. He throws it almost in the backcourt, and it's loose, and that is going to be a travel. So they throw it up top to Jones. He bobbles it, and the officials call a turnover, traveling with 4:04 to go. And Cade Youngman will come in for Caleb Dixon. 41-37. Colby's had 3 pretty big turnovers here in this fourth quarter. Scott City trying to extend their 6-0 run and begin this fourth period. 41-37. With it is Irvin up top to Brody Steckline. Pump fakes on the 3. Season alley, drives in, cut up, and then leans his way in, hangs, bank shot. Yes! Around Hoppy, it's 43-37 with 3:48 to go. 6-point lead for Scott City. They're on an 8-0 run in this fourth quarter. 3:40 to work. Colby has not scored yet in this period. Hoppy backing his way in on Steckline. Bank shot good as Steckline hit the deck. They're going to probably call a flop warning on Steckline to make it 43-39, and they are. That was a good effort to try to sell the charge with 3:35 to go. That was probably the right call. Hoppy with his 8th point of the night. And now they go get a towel from the Colby bench to wipe some, or from the scorer's table to wipe some perspiration off the floor. 43-39. Colby's first points of the fourth quarter. They break a 5-minute drought with 3:35 to go. And they'll apply some full court pressure. Inbound into Cooper Irvin. Fouls at a minimum here in this fourth quarter. Irvin races it into the front court. And now throws it behind him to Junior Mesa. Holds it now to Steckline. 3:24 to go. Right side to Caston Wren, around the screen. He'll try a three, short. Rebound underneath Irvin for a career high, yes! He has a dozen on the cleanup. 45-39 with 3:12 to go. Irvin with a dozen. Scott City matches their largest lead once again with a 6-point lead as we approach 3 to go. Jones around the double screen out high, pulls up right elbow jumper, buries it. He has 21, 45-41, 2:56 to go. Scott City's lead back down to 4, and the Beavers with the ball. Irvin will take it across the 10-second line right up top now to Steckline. 2:45 to go. Now it's the Wren out high to Irvin. Finds a cutter. It's Steckline. Pump fakes. Reverse layup. No, but it got his own rebound. Hits the deck. And he may have tweaked his ankle in a turnover. Scott City's 11th of the game. Colby with the ball down 4. 2:28 to go in the hands of Nathan Cates in the front court. Metzger to return the lineup with his 4 fouls. Next dead ball. Hoppy right corner to Cade Youngman. Nice cut to the basket and a layup for Curry, and it's a 2-point game. Curry with 9 points, and it's 45-43 with 2:15 to go. Scott City in the front court with it, hanging down to a 2-point lead here. Steckline looked like he tweaked his ankle there. Hope he's okay. Mesa now to Avery Radke. The screen for Mesa, looking to drive in, cut off. 18 to shoot, up top to Cooper Irvin. Back he goes right to Mesa. Minute 50 to go, 10 to shoot. Now here's Steckline at the foul line. Pump fake. Now drives in on Hoppy. Left side Wren with 5 to shoot. Pulls up mid-range. Rims in! Wren with the first points of the night, the big one. 47-43. 100 seconds to go. And timeout for Scott City. It's a 30. We'll keep it right here. 1:40 to go. Scott City 47, Colby 43. Basketball presented here by J. Andrew Trucking. J&R Car and Truck Center, HRC Feed Yards, Hammy Farms, High Choice Feeders, Great Western Tire and Deck Mart Furniture and Appliance, Good Anesthesia and Pain Management Services, Fro Electric, Fro Ag Service, Fro Heating and Cooling, First National Bank, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Neil Baker. Also want to thank Fairleigh Companies, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Hugh and Berta Benz, Elevate U LLC, Decal Bear, Clint's Diesel Repair, Circle C Farm, Shells, Flyers, and more, Burning Farms Beef Belt, Beavertown FFL, Beaver Creek Peters, Bartlett Green, B&H Paving, and American Implement. Caston Wren with his first points of the night comes at a big time to end the 4-0 Colby run with a minute 40 to go at 47-43. Reed Felker back into the, well, he won't be able to check in. Not yet. Now Steckline has to stay out there as he limps back out onto the court here. And I think Irvin has been instructed to foul to get Steckline off the court. No time ran off the clock in the process. So Irvin his first. That's just Scott City's first foul of the fourth quarter. Steckline limps off the court. And in is Reed Felker. 47-43, 1:40 left. It'll be Colby with the basketball. See if Scott City can pair up some more good defensive stops here. And he goes short corner now underneath the Curry, puts it up. It's 47-45. 1:28 to go. That was pretty easy there. Curry with 11 points. Eagles now with 2 in double figures. 1:23 to go. Brendan Cook to check in next dead ball up top to Reed Felker. Felker with it now over to Avery Radke. Left side, here's Mesa. 1:12 to go. 2 points, Scott City leading the ball. Irvin will penetrate with 15 to shoot. Spin, hangs, flips up a top shot. Yes! Oh my! Irvin has answered the bell tonight. 49-45, final minute of this one. Scott City's lead back up to 4. 55 seconds left. Colby with the ball, almost a steal. Now with it is Coben Curry. He's it up right corner to Cade Youngman. Back up top. Now Jones with it guarded by Metzger. 45 seconds to go. 4-point Scott City lead. Colby ball. Jones trying to go around Metzger. Almost traveled with him. We're going to get a holding foul with 41.1 to go. That is going to be Radke's 4th foul. Team foul number 2 in the 4th quarter. Colby only has 1 foul in the 4th quarter. This is big. Jones to inbound it. And we had an official timeout here as the sub was at the end of the bench to check in Brendan Cook. He'll probably be in for Metzger. 41.1 to go. So we'll do it all over again. 49-45, Scott City up by 4. Colby to inbound it in up top to Hoppy. Wanted to shoot the 3. They're trying to set a screen for Jones. 35 seconds to go. Jones with it. Trying to direct traffic. guarded by Irvin. And Irvin, he fouls for the third time. It's going to be on third team foul the fourth quarter, I beg your pardon. Not a bad foul. That's Irvin's second. Shot clock is now off with 31.7 to go in a 49-45 Scott City lead. The Beavers trying to survive and get to 8-5 on the year. Reese Stevens has 4 timeouts at his disposal, and I think thought maybe he'd burn one of them. He did not. Inbound in, they get a screen left corner for Hoppy. Entry feed the left block to Curry, trying to drive in on Cook. Dish underneath, almost thrown away. Somehow gets it to Youngman, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped, and the shot up is good. It's 18 seconds to go. It's 49-47. Hoppy gets the putback, and Colby back to within 2 with 18.6 to go. This is going to be a full timeout. Let's take a 30-second break. This is Scott City basketball. Colby only has 1 foul in this fourth quarter. There's 18.6 on the game clock. Scott City hanging on to a 2-point lead over the Eagles, 49-47. And so Colby only has 1 foul in the fourth quarter. Scott City has 3, but Beavers have Avery Radke, Drew Metzger with 4 fouls. Brody Steckline got injured about a minute ago, and he's on the bench, I think, with an ankle injury. And Scott City inbound, and Felker can run the baseline. The Beavers do have 2 timeouts left into Radke, and then he gets fouled by Jordan Jones. That'll be his second, and just the second Colby fouled in the fourth quarter. That burned 3 seconds off the clock. And now Colby has 3 more fouls here. Possession arrow favors Scott City if there's a tie-up. Felker trying to inbound it in. We'll get it into Radke. Back to Felker. 14 seconds, holds on to it now back to Radke with 10 seconds to go, and he draws a foul. Runs 5 more seconds off the clock. Nathan Cates with his second foul. Colby team foul number 3 of the period. And now it's going to be on the sideline, far side in the backcourt for Scott City with 10.3 to go. More importantly, Scott City just needs to get it in. Colby has 3 timeouts. We got official timeout. They're trying to separate everybody. Official's going to talk it over with both sides. Colby has 2 fulls and a 30 left. Scott City has 2 fulls left. Both teams at 3 fouls here in the fourth quarter. Possession arrow favors the Beavers. 10.3 to go. Irvin to inbound it in. He'll get it into Mesa. He'll catch it. And 1.3 come off the clock. Mesa foul. That's the final foul to give for Colby. They're going to get that on. Nope, they're going to get that on Youngman just a second. So 8.7 to go. If Scott City wanted to, they could just hold it in the backcourt as long as they could here, but and avoid a 5 count. Now, if you're the Beavers, you want to get it into Mesa. They get a timeout beforehand, and Coach Brian Gentry will burn a full. We'll keep it right here with 8.3 seconds to go. Scott City up by 2, hanging on here, 49-47. What a wild affair. The spread in this game has not been wider than 6 points either side tonight. Colby took a 26-20 lead at the break. I think for Scott City, I think the big thing was the penetrate into the paint, kick out for 3s, or drive in and take it to the rack in the second half. They're finally hitting their shots from point blank in this second half. That's been a big part of their comeback here in this one, and some good defense on Colby as well. The Eagles did not score for about a 5-minute stretch late third and early fourth quarter. And Scott City took advantage of that. They lead at 49-47 here with 8.3 to go. Scott City has 1 timeout left. Colby has 3. As I mentioned, Colby has 14 fouls in the fourth quarter. Scott City has 3. I think it's going to maybe be Felker to inbound it in, and it will be. Scott City with some good free throw shooters here with Mesa, Metzger, Irvin, and Radke. Inbounded in here. They'll get it into Irvin. He'll be immediately wrapped up by Cates, and Irvin who has a career-high 14 points, 3 of 4 at the line with 2 free throws coming up. Cates' third foul. 1.1 comes off the clock. Two free throws for Irvin. Brian Gentry double-checking if he has a timeout left, and he does. Irvin with 14, a career high. Free throw, yes, it'll decide to drop in, 50-47, 7.7 to go, and Brian Gentry will burn his final timeout. So let's take a 30-second break with 7.7 to go, 50-47. Back in 30 seconds, this is Beaver basketball.
Tired of waiting weeks for your imaging appointment? Scott County Hospital Imaging provides quick, reliable imaging when you need it. From MRIs.
Since 1950, Pioneer Communications has been right here in Western Kansas connecting your community. We're more than an internet company. We're your neighbors, your friends, your local business partner. For 75 years, we've been dedicated to delivering the experience you deserve, providing high-speed internet, reliable connections, and unwavering support for families, schools, and business. Wherever life leads you, Pioneer Communications, where connection counts, being local makes a difference, and community comes first.
100,000 marine animals dead. 171 trillion pieces of plastic in ocean waters. All because of us. According to the United Nations Environment Program, an equivalent of 2,000 garbage trucks full of plastic are dumped into the world's waters each day. In 2018, microplastics were found in the organs of more than 144 aquatic species. This could cause them starvation and death. Visit oceancleanup.com to learn how to help our marine life.
51-47, and Colby wants a 30-second timeout with 7.7 to go. So Irvin, ice in his veins with that free throw. He has come up monstrous tonight with 8 in the fourth quarter, 16 for the game. Him and Junior Mesa share the team high with 16 points apiece, 51-47. And now Colby, they're going to try to drop a play for a 30-second timeout of their own, or I should say it's their 30-second timeout. They're down to 2 fulls left. But that was situational there. If Scott City missed the free throw up by 3, Coach Gentry explaining what to do there here in that situation up 3. Now Colby, well, you know they're going to set a couple screens along the way to get Jones the ball, and it's probably going to be either number 11 or number 14 that's going to get the ball. Nathan Cates has been alerted by the official. He can run the baseline. There's everybody in the backcourt for both teams. Nobody guarding the inbounder. Cates will try to baseball pass it down. He just gets it into Hoppy and then back to Cates. 5 seconds to go. Cates with 4, with 3. Tries to throw up a 3. Rebound, Scott City, and that's going to be all she wrote. The Beavers have won their 3rd straight game here at home against the Colby Eagles. And for the first time since 2019, Scott City has won back-to-back games against the Eagles. And they get a big win here tonight, 51-47 over a very good Colby team. The Beavers are now 8-5 on the year, 4-2 in the league. Colby drops to 8-6 on the year, and they are now 3-2 in conference play. Scott City 51, Colby 47. Back in 3 minutes, this is Beaver basketball.
On the plains of Western